hello everyone, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the new SharpEngine podcast featuring me, SwarmEngine, Sharp, my co-host, Max. Actually, I'm pointing to people. Wait, let's do it. Let me look at OBS. Max, other Max, and over there, over this melts is Chaler. So hello everyone. We're going to be talking about Kamp Kone. We're going to talk about I don't know, some other things as well. Maybe weeklies. In fact, we might start on weeklies.
We're talking about weeklies?
We have some hot topics today, for sure, ladies and gents and other people. So I guess to get things started, I mean, before we started the podcast, we were talking if we're gonna get a little bit topical. So I guess we can just start it off with the hot debate that has been going on today. The top 5 GOATs of UK, and there's been varying opinions on this.
Wait, what the
varying opinions.
No, this has separated the fucking Zoomers who don't know what's going on.
It really has.
Yeah. I saw Hassan's tweet and I didn't know half the names on it, to be honest.
You don't know half the names. You don't know.
No, it was in your honorable mentions. You had who is Vidug? Like, does anyone else hear who Vidug?
Okay. The Doug, basically, what you need to know is the Doug is one of the most. He's one of the most. He's actually, I think he played Sheik and maybe Peach. He definitely played Sheik as the main character, but I think he played a bit of Peach on the side as well. People in chat as well, let me know how the sound sounds so I can adjust things. But so the Doug was like, so he came to the UK. He was an American player, and he came around like 2001, 2002 time, and he's on the retro SSBM rank, which is made by like. Edwin Budding and Pikachu 942, where they go back and they
melee stats team.
The melee stats team that go back and rank people in the past. So in between the years of 2001 and 2003, I think he was competing in America and he got like top 10 on that list. He was sent on that list. And so he came over to actually, I think it was Blackpool. He came over from like Idaho to Blackpool and he taught Kone melee, I think, as well. And he was super dominant over the UK scene. He didn't drop a single tournament up until like I think 2007, which is when he might have went back, and he only dropped one set to Jam, who later took his place as number 1. But in that same tournament, he got the run back on Jam, and he won the tournament over Jam. So
what was like the time frame for this?
So I think I'm actually unsure on the dates. I think he must have come around sometime around 2002, 2003. Because Melee ultimately only came out in like Europe in 2002. So I think around 2003 time he came around and Kone says he was like the best for like 5 years, and he said he was the best in Europe for 5 years. But he supposedly retired from competing in 2007.
Wait, did you say the best in Europe for 5 years?
That's what Kone said. But that's the only look. I have utmost respect for Kone and his old school knowledge. That's the only thing that seemed a bit sus to me.
He's the best in Europe for 5 years, and I've never heard of him.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Well, to be honest, have you heard of who else do you know that's who's best in Europe?
Max, actually, I haven't even heard of fucking Dax, bro. I don't know if you've heard of the dog.
Wait, Max, who do you know?
I've heard of Ek before.
You have heard of Ek? Okay.
Yeah,
because a lot of people haven't heard of Ek, right?
Yeah.
So.
What the fuck?
Wait, you don't know Ek, Chaler?
I don't know who Egg is.
So EK was a Swedish math player.
Egg. I thought you were like poached, No,
not Egg.
Yeah, EK.
Egg the Mark.
No, the Amza 4-stop comeback.
Oh yeah, do you not know the comeback?
Yeah, imagine being so dominant over Europe, and then your entire legacy is just you're the guy that Amza did the 4-stop comeback on. That's literally what it was.
It's actually quite sad.
But I've also seen that like Remen was a really, really high level player, like possibly the best for a long time too.
Oh my god!
I don't know about Remen. I think. Oh yeah, go on.
That guy's good.
I played him on Ampers Ladder in like 2018, and I've never felt so schmanged in my life. And I literally never
is he still good?
He was destroying me, literally destroying me. Like
in 2018.
In 2018, but 2018 is a different time.
Mm-hmm. So basically the Netherlands Jade, who's been like because there's so few players who've stayed since like the 2007, 2006, and are still good.
Okay.
To be honest, Netherlands has a few of those people. Wait, what was that, Bomboni? I spoke over you.
Oh, he's so polite, man. Jade, does that explain why Jade is so good? Is it just because he's been playing since like 2007?
Jade has been around for like forever, and he's always been like a mystery, even to the Swedes, like because he was around super early and placed like pretty high, like in top 8s of. If you can look back at like super old tournaments, and Jade is in like the top 8 of European like majors, and then he like still like he used to grind a lot of anthers, and he was like destroying people on anthers ladder. And when like unranked came out, he started destroying people on unranked. He's still doing that, and it's been so long, and he's still like so extremely technical.
And
It's
he
like
just
actually
doesn't
crazy.
interact with anything. It's so funny. He just like is insanely good and does, and like no one even knows he exists.
Yeah.
I think he's the biggest hidden boss in Melee history, surely.
Wait, who's this? Yada?
Yada, yeah.
Around where did... I think it's Yada, right?
Jade this whole time.
I thought it was Yada.
It's
a random English guy, man.
It's Swedish.
It's Swedish.
It's supposed to sound.
Wait, did you say?
Everyone calls him Yada.
Did you say it's Jada? Sharp.
It's the Swedish pronunciation is Jadde, but it's I would say in English like Jada. I think that sounds better.
Sharp is.
That's what I say.
Sharp is watering it down for us.
Yeah.
My rule of thumb is that if I'm reading Swedish and it like looks normal, and then you have a funny way of saying it, say the funny way, and it's always right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know where they're from.
Wow, look at these English people, man. They're just
memeing
on an entire culture.
Anyway,
this English thing and pretend I did not hear that and keep calling him Jade.
Yo, Jaden, you mean
that is solid.
Before we get too stuck on Jade, I think like so I want to hear people's hot takes. Do we have anyone who has like off the top of their head like their top 5 UK? Maybe someone who made a tweet who can just like make some arguments.
All I did was feel upset about seeing Kingu saying that VA didn't.
People have no idea about VA. Do you know what? I think that's actually such a. I think that's such a fault line because a lot of people. I think a lot of people generally the consensus is if you're not someone that's sort of into history, Melee history, and stuff like that, then you're going to almost uniformly discount like historical results, and you're always going to say, oh, because people are competing now in an era where the game is harder than it's ever been, then they need to get the credit over like people that have been getting results in the past.
But the interesting thing about that is that they don't credit the fact that it gives you more goated status, the fact that these people were playing like 2021 in 2018 with the fact that they have crazy tournament experience. Like that is insane. Like VA literally was just on the next level than anyone else besides Prof. And like it was always that way. And this was before unranked, this was before everything. This is before you had the people this is before you're getting pushed every time subconsciously to improve. Because he literally just grinded that hard and he just was ahead of the metagame. And that gives you a crazy goat status, the fact that you're just ahead of the metagame and set it. Like him, Prof, just no one there. No one fucking there. No one could touch him.
Yeah. I think that especially when you look back, there was far less. Wait, what's Melt's last now?
I read him in chat. Sorry.
What's going on? Oh, you're looking at Hakeem. Hakeem is sabotaging this whole thing, man. But yeah.
What is going on in your room? Have you forgot to pay the fucking electricity bill?
Every time I switch tab. It's every time I switch tab on a monitor.
You want to just turn your light on?
How bright is your monitor? Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, my monitor provides all the lighting.
Do you not have like a light bulb?
Yeah, how about you turn on your room light?
We're trying to save electricity right now, so.
Oh, that's why.
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
It's all good.
But yeah, Fuzzy as well. I think Fuzzy definitely is someone who, because he hasn't been putting up his results in a lot more recently, people sort of discount like how dominant Fuzzy was.
Yeah, it was for like most of the early, or like it was like the late 2010s, right? And then like he kind of sunk through till like Prof first got rank 1.
I think off the top of my head, I don't think I think Prof and Fuzzy have been number 1 for as long as long as each other, I think.
Yeah.
If not, Fuzzy might slightly have the edge because and he obviously I think it was
The
like
maths doesn't add up, right? Wait, no.
No, definitely.
It's a 20-year-old
I think-
game.
I think it was the Doug then Jam for like a short period of time, maybe a year, and then Fuzzy took over in like 2008 time, I think, up until like midway through 2014, which is when Prof finally sort of established himself as better than Fuzzy. He's obviously been Prof since, right?
Yeah, like when I think of like so I started in 2016, and like the whole time I've been playing, which is about 5 years, it's been like Prof has been far and away like the absolute best player in the UK, like not even a question, until like recently when Frenzy's like right now like kind of challenging that. At least he's getting extremely close to taking like the title if he keeps this up.
That's where it's really interesting because where do you rank if we're ranking the GOAT list, where do you rank Frenzy? Because literally like fucking I think dethroning Prof or getting to the point where it's like scarily close. Like as in like it's still Prof favor, of course, every time, but like it's like there is for the first time in UK history in the first like 5 years, it's like Prof there's a decent chance Prof could not be number one in the future. Like
Yeah, and that is insane.
that is
I mean,
crazy.
right now, the GOAT list stays the same, I guess. Like, he hasn't done it yet.
Is that third or second GOAT or because of course
Frenzy,
Prof is one
surely
GOAT.
Frenzy's like 5.
Was your list
I like
ordered?
4.
I'm guessing your list is ordered, right? Hassan?
It was
My
yeah, I mean,
list
Prof
wasn't
won.
Frenzy could be
necessarily
VA,
ordered.
I guess. Yeah.
It's
I don't
pretty
know.
much. I think if Frenzy like takes number one, then that's obviously something that VA never did in his career, right?
Yeah.
I don't think VA was ever really number two either. So
Yeah.
I think it was always. I think it's straight up always been Prof and Fuzzy until Fuzzy's inactivity.
I know that
joined the scene,
Maxi was number 2 for a while, or like
Maxi
So,
was
like,
number
it
2
was
on
for a
one PR.
season.
Yeah,
That's when I
on one
joined the scene.
season.
It was like Prof VA like the whole time.
It was Prof.
Am I
Yeah.
insane?
because
Yeah, I suppose that
Maxi
makes
did
sense.
beat VA and like
I don't know.
beat everyone else
These
No,
lists
actually-
just seem so
except Mint
stupid.
and
No, actually, you're quite right, Josh. Yeah, because I think I discounted the fact that I think
he
in
was
my
VA
mind
for,
I was
like,
saying that
2
Fuzzy.
years.
In my mind I was telling myself like Fuzzy retired, so it doesn't necessarily count, which is not true at all.
No, I think
But,
VA
yeah.
was still like number 3 consistently. Like
Wait, to who? Let's actually just look up these things.
Yeah, no.
I looked it up. VA was second in 2017, 2018.
VA was number 3 consistently for like until like he had 2 seasons when he was second, and then that was it. But I think the seasons where he was number 3, Fuzzy was also just number 2ing it every time. I don't know. These lists just seem so hard because first I think it's hard to like value like the whole of the 2000s, just because I didn't even have an accurate depiction of the rankings from that time. And I'm also like, I feel like recency bias also comes into play when you're like making stuff like this, even though it's not supposed to. Like,
We've got Prof in chat as well. But yeah, go on.
yeah,
go on,
Prof and Chat roasting us for opinions, which is fair.
We're talking about the 5 UK Malay GOATs, Prof.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh, wait.
Talk about it.
Is the frame rate? Is the frame rate dying in chat?
Yeah,
UK than
Rory
any
Mace
other
is probably
person.
like at least in there.
When Gimmer never tweeted about the UK until Rory Mace did what he did. This is the biggest thing for the scene that's ever happened. He's the most masterful man that you can drive a UK
I'm not
scene.
gonna express an opinion on this one.
We got some stuff. We need to talk about Rory Mace when we get to the Kamp Kone, actually. That guy was. That guy was doing some stuff at Kamp Kone.
Mate, Rory was tame at Kamp Kone.
The fact that was tame. Like it's the first time I've seen him, and that was
really
his version of tame.
That is like I was really surprised by like.
If that was tame, I need to know what. Not tame.
What did he get up to go? We'll get onto the Rory segment later.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I heard there was almost a cheesy Rory Mace fight.
I don't know. I don't know if it's within our journalistic.
I mean,
I don't know if it's within our journalistic range to be talking about.
Oh, I'm down.
What the fight?
Podcast.
Relax. I don't know. I think the fight is a big word.
I think we should have a fight. Well, I think the UK has a lot of like physical beef sometimes. Well, not physical, like
A lot.
Whoa,
This is-
wait.
When
Hang
I
on,
talk
hang on.
about physical beef, I talk about melee player physical beef where it's like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And it's like, okay, but then we both know when we see each other in our room, we're just not going to make eye
Yeah,
contact.
the thing is about this is that they
Classic.
almost
That's actually
literally,
such a classic.
it almost happened. It almost happened. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's almost
Ooh.
happened plenty of times. Like,
It-
it's
it
quite fun.
It was on the football, like rolling on
Alright.
the football field was good.
Moving on.
Save it
Moving
for
on.
the Air 6 fight.
Yeah,
Club.
let's save it until a bit later,
Essex,
perhaps.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll save it till Kamp Kone.
Kone
We'll
will
save it.
sanction that.
Talking about melee goats, we all know Prof has been at the top for very long. Usually beats the shit out of everyone all the time. I mean, Sechi takes sets, and of course Frenzy takes sets. But recently, I mean, this has been talked about a little bit. At least there was a little bit of talk about it on Twitter. But Fat Tino actually took a set off of Prof.
This is very big news.
Tino's
Well,
not
we
the
I
got
believe it
Barclays
was
then.
the most recent,
LLL.
along with London. Although there was controversy about it. Apparently, there was some rumors. Prof was a little bit tired.
I've got
After
Prof's
workout.
eyewitness account of
Weekly
everything.
result. Okay.
Prof is
You
in
take
chat,
you
so
take a result. You take a result from a top player out of weekly. Good shit. You know that's sick.
Yeah,
You've got to
yeah.
be a good player for that. But it's fucking weeklies, bro. Like
I
Like,
think
it's fucking
you
I agree.
need to sort of appreciate what it means to take a set of Prof. Okay,
no,
I can read
appreciate-
out.
no,
I'll read out the
I
message I
appreciate
got.
that.
That's what
That's fine.
Tony's
That's
saying.
fine.
That's what Tony's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I say it means a lot, right? But
Sure.
a monkey on a typewriter, no matter how good the monkey is, it's just gonna keep whacking away, and eventually you're gonna get a win on Prof if you play them.
that
every
is
week,
not.
like-
That's so
Yeah,
not true.
no,
That is so
it's
not
kinda
true.
true. It's
That's
kinda
not how
true. It's
statistics
kinda
works.
true.
That's
No,
not how statistics
That's
work.
melee. No, that's melee. No, that's melee.
You realize-
You know what? Actually,
You have bad sets. Like that's fine. Like that
Actually,
happens, especially at weeklies.
I kind of agree, but just on the point that like if you go to weeklies like all the time, which I fucking respect anyone, like any top player, low level player, mid level player who like grinds weeklies. But like if you're playing a lot, then you're always gonna have like you're gonna be playing at your best, but you're also gonna have a lot of times where you're playing at your worst. So like
And that's fine.
it's not like you're guaranteed to lose, but like there's a pretty good chance that you're gonna drop a few sets if you play a lot more. So
And then then he did the Prof thing where he
where you
dropped,
sink sodium and grants.
Yeah.
and then he's just like, actually, give me my fucking money.
It shouldn't have been a 6-0. I think Tino could have taken a game, but yeah,
Like-
no,
Yeah.
Even though it's still like pretty rough.
It's-
Even if it's
it's-
3-0, 3-1, it's still like
but-
okay.
Nah,
As
a
in-
3-1
as
is
in-
infinitely more
Love it a little bit.
respectable.
as in, like it's respectable as well because I could very realistically see Tino if Tino's playing incredible, he could easily it is within the realm of possibility to take a set from Prof, like
Yeah.
at like a national or something.
I mean,
Look,
yeah,
That is-
Tino's ceiling is insane.
I'm not going to
Bro,
refute
he's
anything.
He's taken tournaments over Frenzy. Like Tino's obviously
Yeah.
able to do
Yeah.
that, reach that tier of player. He's shown it like so many
But
times. in the
even
past,
in
so-
saying that,
not a
Josh, you have to realize like taking a tournament over Frenzy and taking a tournament over Prof, like Frenzy is the only person who's taken a tournament over Prof since what must have been like
He's done it.
no, he hasn't.
What?
Yeah.
Abroad he has, not in the UK. I don't think. I don't know if he's done it in the UK, but he's done it
Has-
abroad.
Has he done it? When did he do it abroad? Was
I
it at
actually
Local?
forget he
Or am I
almost
insane?
did it out of quartered once, but I don't think he did it.
Uh,
Maybe someone in chat can tell us.
Yeah,
But-
so there was like a big trip to the Netherlands, and I think they played at like Syndicate and DreamHack, but I think Prof beat him both times.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I think Prof did win, right? Actually,
Yeah, the thing,
Yeah.
it was a classic thing where that's the
Yeah.
great picture where you have Prof holding the Syndicate trophy in his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
that's
smile.
What I was thinking. That's what made me realize I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's a classic thing where Sechi takes out a triple Prof and then Prof just takes over.
yeah.
But-
Death Gazer did take a local. Yeah.
He took a local.
Yeah.
That's
I don't-
Death Gazer.
I do not think Death Gazer took a local.
The normal rules of like
No,
human.
Death Gazer has not
capabilities
taken.
don't apply
Death
to
Gazer. You people have to realize like no one's done that apart from Frenzy at Nang 2
Yeah.
since 2014-15 time. And so there's a big difference
That
between.
was pretty nuts.
There's a big difference
That's
between.
why Prof's the GOAT.
Yeah, there's a big difference
Yeah.
between taking the tournament of Frenzy and taking the tournament of Prof.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not going to refute anything that you all said about Prof. What's it called? being tired, and ultimately, someone's going to. If top players go to events, then ultimately they're going go to weeklies. Ultimately, going to drop a set. Sure, that applies in almost all circumstances. But when we're talking about Professor Pro in the UK, then he is, what's the statistics? He's like the most dominant. He's the most winningest.
He was number 4.
He has the highest win rate. He has one of the highest win rates in Melee in history, right?
I think in ELO he's number 4. I think.
Yeah, and Prof confirms in chat. I've literally never lost to anyone else. But
Exactly.
Frenzy.
Yeah, it's never
Prof has
happened.
literally never been wrong about like anything.
Prof
ever.
only lost to Tino because he came straight from the gym. His hands were hurting.
Yeah.
His hands were hurting. Mortgage was due.
Yeah.
Stressing about things. Girl was
Yeah,
struggling.
no, exactly. It's like not a huge deal. Again, I think it's cool that like it's cool to like acknowledge it, but at the end of the day, Prof did 6-0.
The quote from Prof is
money.
the quote from Prof in my DMs is literally going to the gym and hopping out the gym shower, going straight to the weekly is the most valid John of the year 2021.
Sure,
Pretty
bro.
funny,
No, I think no.
Sure.
Right next to Cold Johns, and I creamed my hair with cocoa butter before the set, so I loved it. So, yeah.
Not gonna lie. Maybe Prof needs more experience in the gym. If you look at Prof and Tino, then
I
definitely think I know who has the edge. I don't think.
According to this podcast, you're saying
Tino actually got wedge, man. To jump ahead a little bit, we can jump back.
Okay, let's relax.
I'm
not talking anymore about
I
Tino's
was
experience.
in.
We're not talking about
I was in a
players'
car.
experience, but
I was in a
appearance,
car
like-
up to Kamp Kone with Tino. I was in
And
a car
what?
to
His
Kamp Kone with
muscles are
Tino.
bulging, and you push against the window of the car.
He took up all the horizontal room in the car.
Relax.
Like,
Okay,
all the
cool.
horizontal
Okay, good.
space.
Cool story. Cool story.
That's not Tino's body. That's his aura, bro. That's
Yeah,
just like,
me and
Yeah.
Archie were smushed. We were actually smushed like side to side.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
I guess.
I will say that I if you look beside Prof, who's obviously an absolutely incredible player, like even outside of the UK, like actually one of the players this year who's been like, consistently taking sets off of Triff, which like almost no one else has been able to do. So I think that's super cool. But like also, it's important to mention now that the like IRL weeklies have come back for London. Like London's getting super stacked. Like if you look at like the level below Prof, it's like Tino. We have of course Max and Kingu, Istasar. Like
He had to ring a bell. He had to ring a bell for his presence. Yeah, it's
it's getting.
Right? Yeah.
I'm Swedish. I get an excuse. For saying it incorrectly.
We're all saying Jadi, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, Jade. But yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool to see the results. Like a lot of back and forth. That one time, Kingu got reverse 3-0 twice by Tino.
Yeah.
Sorry for mentioning that, Kingu,
Yeah,
but
I hear it was
King is going to be raging in chat right now.
have to mention it.
I hate it was commentated by someone who's really cool and sexy as well. So
Yeah, get on the stream.
Is that someone who still hasn't unbuttoned all his shirts? Because you can't really be sexy if you do
Whoa.
What do you have about the
Carlos.
Trying to get Hassan back? Yeah.
that.
I think
What can
Tino
I do with people?
On a Q necklace. There we go.
What is okay? Good one, Josh. Amazing.
Tino actually won that tournament 6-7. Like Kingu took more games than him at the tournament.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Can be like
3
like
out
that sometimes.
in the reset.
Yeah, Tino won every Dreamland game also, which was
That's
Is
crazy.
that? I suppose that is pretty. I was gonna say, I guess from a Falcon thing. I don't know. I was just gonna say it's not that bad, but I guess it is actually pretty bad.
I think for the way Tino plays, Dreamland is fine.
But on the other hand, like Kingu, kind of like the time Kingu played. I'm sorry, Istar. Or Istar, I don't know.
You don't have to apologize.
No, whatever. Let's move on.
For reference, we say Istar. That's like
the time Pink
Wait,
Falcon
you
played
say
versus
Istar.
Kingu destroyed Pink Falcon player.
It's not
Like it was not close. It was not close. So like, and then we have Kingu and Max who went like first Max or Kingu won the first one at IRL locals, and then Max double eliminated Kingu.
Yeah.
So it's like they go back and forth.
Just say I was warmed up for one weekly. Wasn't warmed up for another. So
Okay, we do not accept
Ooh.
you. We do not accept these
Call out.
Johns. We do
Call
not
out.
accept these
Hilarious.
Johns.
You got the download now? You got the download?
I can't believe I'm giving these Johns a platform.
Oh,
I feel bad. 'Cause,
Oh.
apparently, after Kingu lost to me twice, he like all week he was analyzing our set, and then I overslept for the next week. So
King was so mad at you for not going to next weekly because King was so ready for the rematch, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I overslept."
And now
Yeah, that was my
Kingu has
bad.
school now, so we're not going to
Yeah,
see
I
Kingu around.
successfully dodged him, so I've got
Yeah.
my 2-1
Harsh.
record. It's all good.
Harsh and mean, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. The second weekly had a good set to Minister as well. Game
Yeah.
10.
I
That's
think
fun.
it's really hype that
Yeah, but you choked it so hard. That was so sad to watch.
Oh
as a Max
yeah,
fan.
I remember that.
It was sick to watch this as a commentator. It was fucking
You could
sick.
actually see
Oh
this
my
guy,
God.
this guy, going nuts in the
Player
player
cam.
cam behind
Actually,
me.
for the record, I had no idea that player cam was on me. It's actually
fake.
extremely cringe
Bro,
and
you were
embarrassing to watch back and see myself going, oh no.
I mean,
Which
Melee's
set
exciting.
was it the Isdar set?
I'm normally
Yeah.
I'm normally a reactor when it comes to melee anyway though. I normally do something.
Yeah, these starts
Yeah,
out
like if
reaction.
someone taunts you mid-stage, you tend to F-smash, and that's what I was saying.
You see, I wasn't even the one to bring it up for the first time on the SharpEngine podcast. Thank you so much for voting.
Right.
But
Damn.
yeah.
Should we
I
move
think
on
it's
to other things other than sucking off London.
sure actually
I think
do you two
The
Yeah.
summary is that
We're all
the
very
summary is that
good.
London is sick and fun to watch.
it's really hype that
I've heard
London is
Akers been doing
dynamic
well.
again.
You
No,
prefer
I actually
Bournemouth?
wants to ask because
All right.
in the UK there's only sort of London and Bournemouth that we have represented here that have in-person tournaments. In fact, I don't know many other places in Europe that actually have those. So
Yeah.
do you two want to
You've
tell
only
us a
got
bit
one
about?
player in the- You've only got one Bournemouth player in the call.
Wait,
Should I talk about
what's Max?
Swedish tournaments?
I'm
No, Tony's not in Bournemouth anymore. He's out of uni, so he's
Wiltshire.
Brighton.
In
he's
Wiltshire.
Bournemouth at heart, but Bournemouth at
Wiltshire
heart isn't playing out.
going into Brighton, bro.
Brian's gonna be good.
He's moving to
Brighton's
Brighton.
Brighton's
So
gonna
is
be
yours
sick.
truly. So.
Defecting to another southern.
Brian's gonna be the
I'm-
next best scene in Europe.
Yeah, we're going to the new B town and we're gonna make it fucking
Yeah.
scene. I bet there's some crazy art students go hard at melee, and there's a lot of arty people in Brighton, so I'm gonna fucking indoctrinate them as well.
Prof, we're all even collectively we're all too dumb to make an official top
Prof,
5.
Wait,
all we know is that
No.
speak for yourself, Sharp. Oh,
you're
No, I'm saying
Prof.
we don't have that power
You're the
here.
goat, Prof.
yeah,
No, Prof.
We stay in our lane.
I think
Prof
the
just
stay
wants
in
to
our
hear
lane.
us calling the best.
Oh,
We all
Prof
know.
wants to.
We all
I
know you're the
think-
best, Prof. Let's move on. Prof.
Yeah,
let's move on.
I
Yeah,
reckon
Prof just
Prof
wants
is
to,
like number
Prof just
two,
wants us to
right?
suck him off more.
you're the
That's what
best,
it seems
man.
like.
You're the best, man. You're already good at this game. You've been playing for 15 years.
Let's-
15 long years.
Bro.
Let's put what
The
the
king-
what
the king
was
of
he called?
kings, the goat of
Let's
goats.
put the dog number 1 just to spite Prof.
Yeah.
It is the dog. Prof, you've not been best in Europe for 5 years.
True.
You have to go there. You have to go there.
I mean, I'd say Prof number 2, dog number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put Fuzzy. Fuzzy was goated with 5 characters. Prof plays 1 broken character.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what it
Actually,
is.
that is kind of true. You're right.
I cannot stand
Prof-
by this. I do not.
He's also
I do not.
cooler,
I do
so
not. I do
think
not
Frenzy
stand by
might
this.
be higher in the
I
list.
swear.
And Prof did just get out the gym, so I reckon that moves him down to
Yeah.
like 5th.
Yeah,
Is it?
probably.
I thought the goat debate was done and Prof just pulled us back into
Yeah,
the
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rory,
I
is
think-
Bournemouth locals.
agree
Go
on
Bournemouth
that.
locals.
There's
Yeah,
only
tell us
one
about
side.
Bournemouth locals. Tell us about Bournemouth
Yeah.
locals.
locals. Akers destroys everyone, and that's it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Wait, who else is there?
Yeah, so
besides
I think Akers won every single weekly. So.
I heard he had a bit of trouble with a puff player, maybe.
Oh yeah, Biss showed up one week.
Oh,
They took a set
Biss?
from him.
Yo.
I thought Biss
Yeah,
played
Biss
Luigi.
Akers loses, but then you go. No, Biss just plays fucking everyone. He's been playing for like as long as like Prof or something. He's been playing for so long.
Yeah, tell us about
Yeah.
Biss. Who is Biss?
Biss
Oh,
got me very drunk. I'm not
No,
going to
Max,
tell
do
the
not.
story.
No, Max.
We're gonna.
Okay,
Biss
no,
is a
Biss is
legend.
like super old school. I think it was playing like 2000. I don't know, like in the dark ages of Melee, where like nothing was going on in the UK, especially. He was playing like around then, when I was like 11. He was playing. So he's been playing for at least 10 years.
Wow.
He just like shows up to tournaments occasionally, shows up to air, beats people, then leaves.
Right.
It's just he showed up to air, beat Bombo, and left. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
Pick
good.
Luigi beat Bombo
Let's
and
go.
Apples. It was really
Man,
funny.
he's so joke.
That's
He's just a legend.
the Chad
Yeah.
tournament attendee.
He looks
And
like
he,
he ever.
and he taught me to play melee. Got me into melee. He's the reason I'm here. So
Oh, for real? How
good.
did that happen?
I mean, I watched the doc, but I wouldn't have been able to play with anyone if he didn't hit me up because me and him went to like card game tournaments. We went to play
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh together.
nice,
Oh
nice.
shit.
He's known me
Oh,
since I was
shit.
like 10, and I didn't know about melee. I could have
Wait.
played melee since I was 10 years old, but
You could have
I
been
never got invited onto the setup in the card.
How,
shop.
how
It was
old is
cool
he?
enough.
Like, is he like in his 20s, like late 20s?
He's probably like
Yeah,
26,
he's like
right?
26 somewhere around there, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
Got it.
he just needs to engage. If he's watching this, fucking
He's not watching
propose
this.
to your girlfriend, bro. It's been like 8 years.
I agree.
What the heck?
Propose, bro.
How did I
Josh
get married
got there
before him?
before. Yeah, Josh
Yeah,
got
what
the
the fuck?
10 imagine, right? You're like 18 and there's a 10-year-old kid at the card shop, and his 10-year-old kid gets married before you.
Yeah, it's actually, I suppose
Facts.
that's
Okay,
that's
actually,
sorry,
good
dude.
argument.
Yeah, that's a good argument. Actually,
Good
I wasn't with it in the beginning, but now you said it like that.
Yeah, no, you sold me. You sold me.
Yeah, I'm
Excellent.
sold.
Someone send us VOD to Biss. I
Yeah,
propose to
clip
you.
it. Clip it and send it, yeah.
Yeah, we
Mate,
can
this
take
is
a
the
shot.
proposal question. I'm sending it to his girlfriend. This is how they're gonna pop the question.
Yeah, make it happen.
Yeah, this is sick. Show up to is practically Bournemouth at this point because he lives closest to Bournemouth, so he's part of our scene basically.
Mhm.
Just on shop a lot often.
Yeah,
Alfie is the best at
that's
the
sick.
moment. While I'm
Because-
transitioning to box, that's my job at the moment.
Acre's got really good.
I remember
Yeah.
Acre when I first went Bournemouth locals, and I was just like,
Huh.
damn, Acre's actually fucking.
Yeah, you sick.
He's fucking really good. He's just like plays cannons.
He
so it's
played
like-
Fox as well, like before, ages ago, right?
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
played
ages
Fox
ago.
before, and then he was like,
He was
oh,
one of the
Fox is
in
busted.
year one of Bournemouth. He was like one of the only people who could beat me.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you
with-
guys,
Year one of Bournemouth.
you guys have Nomad who sometimes shows up, right? But I don't know if he's coming at the moment.
He used to be a regular.
Tom.
He used to be a
Nomad
regular.
is currently a nomad. I have no idea where the fuck he is.
Yeah, no,
I know he
just
works in a
our group
hotel.
chat being like,
he just works loads, and he used
Yeah.
to
yeah, he just can't
like
come to
that
stuff,
every
man.
week. Every week.
I mean, if we're talking Aika, then I think it's like it's we can also mention. I mean, he beat Meaty in pools at a recent online tournament, which of
Yeah.
course Meaty's been slipping. Meaty's been slipping a little bit. I will admit, as a person who's
No,
kind
that's
of a
still
Meaty
crazy
fan.
impressive. That's like,
Yeah, I would
Still
never
does.
have expected that. I would been like, okay, Meaty got
Maybe
this
you
free.
wouldn't have.
Yeah, it is an insane
No, of
result.
course not. I'm
Never-
Swedish. I got for
never,
Swedish.
never count out Alfie, bro. He's always got the
Sure.
team
Hey,
effect.
Dude, he's taken like ice and pipsqueak to
Pipsqueak,
game 3
yeah.
in like pools
It's
as well.
I think,
Ganondorf. How
like,
do you do it?
Acre's really good at punching above his weight, but like it's just not too consistent yet.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he'll get
It's
he'll
when-
get there.
as soon as
playing.
Alpha gets a bit of like, as soon as the like expectations are on him, it gets a bit harder like in the mentality game, I think, for him. But like once he gets that down, it'll be
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
over.
done.
Fair
As
enough.
soon as he starts drinking green tea, it's over for all of us.
as soon as he starts drinking green tea and listening to
40
concentration
hertz.
synth waves.
40 hertz study music alpha
Is-
wave.
40
is
hertz
that the
starts
thing?
using alpha waves.
That's what
Yeah,
I beat
yeah.
Frenzy to.
Oh, what? Really?
Can we play it on the stream?
Oh, like
It's really
the-
funny.
like
You can put, you
Divine
can put it in
Hero,
chat. You can. I don't know if
Link
I don't know if the
link
stream can handle it.
link it in chat.
It's really good podcast background music.
Yeah, no, binaural beats.
It's like
Binaural
it's
beats.
not even music. It's just like noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sick. I love it.
I've heard it a few times. It's good. It actually helps you focus. It was supposed to help you focus. So.
No, legit, it does help you focus. I'm not gonna lie. Well, even if it's not true, placebos. So
Yeah. I mean, it gets the job done.
It's like the
Yeah.
alpha wave stuff, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
alpha waves. Binaural
Wait,
beats.
what are alpha waves?
Put it on.
That's
Put it on.
just
Sam,
what-
put it on the
that's-
background.
It's just what? It's just waves. Why? I don't. I'm not on the wave. Clearly.
It's just
It's
waves.
like,
bro.
you know, like music, right? It's like waves and that, and then it's like
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. You know what? I understand that. But
Exactly.
how about for the other people in Bournemouth though? Like there was. Who else were the challenges? You obviously, Josh, but you're saying you're on books.
Oh,
There was-
if I was to talk about anyone else in Bournemouth, I'd
Oh.
talk about Roll Safe,
Yeah,
Roll
Jamie.
who literally nobody in the UK will know.
He's a Falco main, right? Or is he a Puff main now?
I don't
Out
fucking
born.
know this. He's
He's a
Falco.
Falco main.
Okay.
Yeah, he took 2 sets off me while I was playing box at the weekly before Kamp Kone. Oh yeah, I was playing for yeah. I had to preface it, because like it's important. I do suck
You
ass.
said preface, yeah. But yeah, go on.
Preface it.
Preface? Pre-comment?
Nah,
said
don't worry,
J,
don't worry.
yeah, let's just keep-
Don't worry,
keep
don't
it
worry.
going.
Yeah, preface, but yeah.
Yeah. Mostly sick. Yeah, he's like a definitely nasty ass Falco. If he goes to tournaments, I think he'd have like the biggest fan base because he's like super. Like people would love him. He's like so chill, so friendly,
No,
so sociable,
you
and
have
he
the
has a
biggest fan base. He's
nasty fucking
fucking
Falco.
legend. He's a
He's a
legend.
legend, and he
He's
plays
like-
a sick melee.
He's so funny. He's fucking one of
We
the
also
funnest.
have the most amount of Roys in the country in one scene.
Yeah.
We have 2
So
Roy
that-
mains in our scene.
Wait, there's
That's a wild statistic.
yeah, that's
I've
crazy.
heard about the other like new chaotic.
New
which is
chaotic, right?
terrible.
And who else is there?
Yeah, we have.
Is
Yeah.
we have
is
Nuka and
Zedok
someone else who
is
just
Zedok as well,
joined.
or no, that's someone else?
Yeah. You know, that's the same person.
Oh, New Chaotic and Zedok is the same person.
Yeah.
Okay.
the
Wait,
same
what's
person.
the tag?
I think I played versus New Chaotic at a tournament once,
Probably.
which is interesting.
Wait,
Um,
who is?
Yeah, they have him, and then there's someone new who joined us in called Partly Awesome is their tag, but they're just a Roy main.
Nice.
Kind of for fun. But we just have like 2 Roy players, which is such a silly amount of Roy players to
Partly
have in the scene,
Awesome.
really. That's
Yeah.
2 more than you should have.
That is actually,
Stu-
I think,
Yeah, but
we're above the Roy
Bournemouth
tolerance
is
in
sick.
Bournemouth, but yeah.
Bournemouth
you
is
guys
like-
have Galax as well. Who's really
I was
good.
actually going to ask about
They're
Galax.
gonna-
I've been speaking a lot with Galax about his sort of
They're gonna
improvement.
get
He's a
good.
Sheik main now, right?
I think
yeah,
so.
Yeah, they
I'm pretty sure he
they're
is.
Sheik main,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Galaxy
they're gonna
is
get really good.
an enigma when it comes to. By the way, I did not say a slur. I like that. It's not a slur. It's a real word.
What are you talking about? What?
Okay,
What?
keep it rolling,
You
keep it
sort of
rolling, keep it
like-
rolling. Keep it rolling, Max.
Moving on.
Keep it rolling,
Moving
Max.
on.
Please keep it
A
rolling.
Yeah.
real word. Everyone
Moving
always
on.
goes to whenever I say this. It's a
Yeah,
very
okay.
good
Keep
word.
it moving,
also
keep it
real.
moving, keep
Uh-huh.
it moving.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
his mind doesn't work
Yes.
correctly, and it's very interesting because of that.
The
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I'm a big fan of Galax. And I've been speaking a lot because we actually have spoken quite a bit about improvement. Oh, cue the laughter. He's but
What the 10 quid shoes post to the Discord, bro? What happened there?
but
See first seen now this.
yeah,
I'm sure
thing
about this,
he does like seem to be very driven in terms of improvement and yeah.
Hates net play, which is a problem.
Oh, for real? He doesn't net play?
Fuck.
No, hates net
Oh,
play.
fair enough. Well,
Yeah, big problem.
but yeah, I think.
Well, they're moving to Brighton. They're moving to Brighton soon. So
Oh, they're also- they're
Oh
also
yeah,
good.
he's going there for uni, right?
yeah.
Let's go.
But
That's three of
no,
us.
Alex doesn't hate net plays. Kampupa just can't handle it. That's it.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he hated net
His
play.
internet's just terrible.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I suppose there's no one else. I mean, ACS. What's ACS been up to? Or ECS rather. ECS
Yeah,
rather.
ECS.
Yeah.
What doing sick in the what's it? What is Sharp? What did you win today?
The queer European
Yeah, that
melee
one.
tournament.
Oh, for real?
I see he's just doing sick in those ones.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what-
she's definitely doing well when she's entering.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know anything about that. I don't. She hasn't
Yeah.
done too many locals because she's been fucking.
Just wait until
She had two.
Yeah, she
Two
can't come to
game-
Kamp
Why
Kone COVID either. Sadly.
All you need to know
Two
about
game
ECS is when
five.
she stops side being, she'll be golden.
You'll be done.
Yeah, no, she. I watched a few of her matches today, and like she went to game 5 with Tanky twice, and like she was doing
Whoa,
really well,
what?
but then she just threw away a few stocks.
Tanky's
She
mom?
just, like, no, the fox. The
Oh,
fox.
okay. Fair enough.
No. Tanky's he says his fox is better than his mouth, so
Tanky definitely plays his fox a bunch. And I've
Yeah.
seen him bring it out in certain matchups as well. So
Played Sheik versus me, and then it said Sheik is the solution to Peach, and I was like, no,
he's
leave me alone.
he's an individual.
Where's that Tanky?
Yeah.
Played one game of Sheik, and after that, Sheik is the solution.
The only thing I know about Tanky Sheik is I remember when Ake had his pop-off tournament at Battleborn and was like beat Omid and Bo when they were doing really well. Just like went into bracket, had Tanky round 1. Tanky was like I got the Sheik. The Sheik's the answer. She could be fine. She could destroy it, and then got like 2-0'd. It was really funny. I love Tanky, but
Tanky has a lot.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
Supposedly throwing in pools. or
Yeah,
throwing in
Tanky has a lot of
brackets for better
proclaimments.
losers round, but-
yeah, Tanky proclaims a lot though.
Yeah,
No, Tank is pretty.
he was
good.
apparently sick on that day as well. I think
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
throwing in pools.
he
took on that
threw
day.
to play against No Pressure, then lost to No Pressure, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he,
No,
he
that's
just
so
came out the gym
sad.
as well. It was like,
You can't throw and then miss the thing you thrown for.
Yeah, everything's a gamble at the end of the day, isn't it? So
True.
but I feel like if
yeah.
you're throwing to set up your pool, just quit the game, bro. Who cares at that point?
now
Shit, like,
Tanky,
go,
Yeah.
if you really
There are some
want to be
people-
successful at something that bad, then make it something that will give you some money.
there are
Like,
some
if you
people.
wanna-
There are some people that
Cool.
see the world the same way like we see it, right, Bomboni?
Mhm.
Where we're just honourable people entering brackets and trying to do our best. Then Tanky sees it from like this outside perspective where everything is an opportunity. Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
he
Trying
saw
to
his
win.
opportunity. Yeah, he saw his opportunity. He took it, and ultimately it was not an opportunity. So
I can respect a winner.
I can expect respect a trier. You know.
Yeah, my
Sorry.
opinion. Are you trying if you're throwing stuff?
And Raph is
Like,
saying
you're not trying to get better at that point. You're trying to.
there
chase
are
the bracket.
people. That is literally me. I've definitely thrown multiple pools in my career.
Then you're that person.
Embarrassing.
Is that
Embarrassing.
I can't say
Shaking my head.
I
Who
respect
cares?
that aspect of
Who
it, but
fucking cares, man? Who cares about what
To
you
be
get
fair,
out of
okay,
the
well, I wanted to get 13 in one tournament because I got to play Maye and Meaty, who were like 2 maths, and I really wanted to play them, but yeah, it
Disgusting.
I mean,
wasn't the most honourable moment in my
until
career.
the scene like punishes that, then there's nothing much you can really
There's
say about it.
one
can
way
there?
Every
to punish
punished,
it.
we just jump
Just
them.
fucking remove round robin pools. It's shit.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know.
Okay,
I
here's
don't
my
know if
hot
we're ready
take.
for this. Okay, go on,
Oh,
Sharp. Do you
no.
know what?
Yeah.
Do you know
No,
what,
I'll throw it
Sharp?
out there. I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, throw it out
We're
there,
not
Sharp. Go
doing
on. No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
No,
I want to
let's
hear
save
it.
that
If
for
Sharp,
another day.
okay, fine, fair enough. Yeah,
I'm gonna leave
I
that
think
in
we
the
can-
open.
yeah. We can foreshadow.
Tweet at me if you have complaints.
That's a
My
topic
Twitter is
for
locked, so I won't be answering you. That's the extent. I will talk about this some
Players
other
talking about
time.
round robin. I agree. In the
Thank
chat,
Thank you, Chaler.
Aria put top players putting around.
There are better methods
throwing
to
out
give
face,
me.
I
You can
agree.
give me players better like improvement things about round robin. It's fine.
Sure.
We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this.
I don't want to hear. I don't hear more about this from the elitists. But yeah, go
Before
on.
we get into a deep discussion about round robin versus brackets and all that shit, which can be, I think that can be an episode on its own almost,
Mhm.
because you can talk a lot about that.
I think it's a meaty.
Maybe we
topic.
should actually start talking about Kamp Kone, the
Kamp Kone,
event,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Cody
recent
2012.
hotness, the event that happened a while ago. So
Yeah. Kamp Kone.
I mean, well, where do we start?
That was
Does
a week
anyone?
ago. Exactly. So, it's been a
Yeah.
while.
Does anyone have anything you want to bring up?
Any
just to
initial
start it
thoughts?
off?
It was
It was-
sick.
Yeah.
Severely
Great
jokes.
tournament. Good
It
tournament.
was
It was-
honestly
Amazing.
the end of night one when it was 2 a.m. and the whole venue was still going at it, just playing
Yeah.
melee and chatting shit. I genuinely was like, oh, I forgot I really like that.
It was by
was-
far the best event I've ever been to in my life, and like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't been to any overnight tournaments before, so I don't have the widest thing.
Yeah, you haven't been to a Error of Fate, right, Max?
It's pretty much
Yeah,
it
or like
is.
an awakening or anything.
It was like a mini. I call it a mini air. It was a mini air, and it was like
Yeah.
fucking so. It was just. I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I
It was a
missed
different
this.
vibe to Air though. Like it didn't feel like
It felt kind of cozy,
it felt-
honestly. It
yeah,
was
way more
nice.
sociable as well. Like that people weren't didn't really feel like a lot of people were there like for the melee fight. Everyone was like wanting to like hang out more.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like I
So-
didn't play much melee that whole weekend. I
Like,
think Sunday or Saturday I played like 2 hours, and I was like Sunday I played like 2 hours and was done. And was
I
like, cool.
think the question I was going to ask was like, what percentage of an Air experience do you think it was? But the way you're sort of phrasing it seems like that's the wrong sort of framing, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I didn't go Air 5, but from like I went Air 4, and it
Mm.
was like It was
Wait, what's
literally
the?
just like.
Sorry, no. I'll save my question.
Are you about to stir some controversy with that? Are you about
No,
to
it's there's some wild talk in the Twitch chat, and what the
About
fuck
what?
is the swarm cord?
No,
wait,
no,
wait,
Okay, we won't talk about it.
We're not talking about that
We
one.
won't talk
No,
about it.
no.
I'll ask you later. I'll ask you later.
Please,
Hassan.
Bomboni,
We'll talk about this.
continue, Bomboni.
Yes.
Okay,
Talk about Kamp Kone.
Let's talk about Campus Conus. So yeah, it's like I've only been like F4, F5. I didn't go, but fucking Kamp Kone was literally just I walked through and I was like, I just grabbed random bros I knew. Do you want to play melee? Chat shit.
Yeah.
Fucking stayed up to 2 a.m. It was one of those things where you'd walk down a corridor and you'd hear some ruckus, open a door, and just fucking I don't know, like Max would be shirtless gambling away money. I'm not sure if he was shirtless, but it just adds to the picture. There was someone shirtless in there probably, gambling away money. And then you walk down the corridor a bit more and you see Rory Mace fucking I don't know, doing some Mace shit. You got fucking Tasty speed running. You got fucking Goo soldering shit at 2 a.m. for some fucking reason. You just got people who literally just will not give up melee even if they get hit by a bus because they're literally just playing try hard friendlies from like 8 a.m. to get to the venue and like 2 a.m. in the morning. It's loud, it's stinky, but all in the right ways. There's fucking mate, the amount of fucking bud. I am consistently blown away by the bud usage in the fucking UK. I'm talking about this. It's you can't censor this, Hassan, because this is literally integral to the UK. The UK melee is fueled by skunk. That's it.
It's true.
Skunk and vodka
And alcohol.
and alcohol. That's it. Beers as well, and maybe
If this is how the people feel, I can't. It's how the people feel.
Some people that feel kind of crazy.
Hopefully that
The people have to know.
I mean, it's journalism at the end of the day.
You man have never met Toki Tino, right? It's a different human being.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Toki Tino's falcon was schmanging my
He was
falcon.
so sociable, like, and bubbly, like, I just didn't expect it.
It's Toki Tino.
Yeah.
To answer your question though, Hassan, the air experience, I think it was pretty. I don't think it's a bad question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it is like within that space.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can tell from everything Tony just said. It's still like quite in the space, right? You got like the same vibe. I just think it wasn't as competitive.
Yeah.
It's a bit more,
Okay.
like, relaxed.
I don't know
Kind of
because
more close knit as well, because like
Mhm.
the venue was mainly all one building, whereas
Yeah.
it's quite big and spaced out.
It was all
and,
pretty tight
oh,
together, like, yeah, I felt like...
was it just at like that main hall where like Yo was streaming his?
Yes.
Is that?
Yeah.
was all the
Okay.
setups.
There was a whole venue.
Oh no, there was
That was
another
like-
room of setups. I think. Yeah, I saw another
yeah,
room.
There was a
Very,
five
very
room that was the
small.
main hall, but it was very close to each other, and then like that was like the outside bit, which was close to everyone.
The main hall
Like the
was
field.
up to where everyone was staying as well. You didn't like have to go to a different building.
It
to
was
go where you were staying.
literally-
It was the same building.
It was the perfect size.
Yeah, it was,
Well, the size for
Like,
it was. It
would-
was
would-
like 100 person, right?
yeah.
I would not have it
It
anymore.
was
Like
140.
a sweet spot.
140. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
I
it
feel
was
like-
a sweet
good.
spot.
The only tryharding
Whereas
done was
Air's like bigger.
day 3, I think. Like it was like the top 16. I feel like, and there
Yeah.
were like 12 of us who were like playing serious.
Yeah, for sure. I felt like a lot of people were like on more chill.
Yeah, that was fun because I feel like when it comes to bigger tournaments, like when it's like Pro Bracket Sunday, there might not be a lot to do for like a new player, maybe, but like it felt like literally everyone had something to do on Kamp Kone like every day, so it seemed like it really fit the purpose. Like I saw so many new players as well that I'd never seen before, and I think it was their first tournament. Like there was like a crowd of like 25 Lincoln people who were just together.
Shouts to Lincoln.
Lincoln did it.
Lincoln is by
did
far
Lincoln
the
things.
best scene in
Lincoln
the
just
UK.
show up, bro.
I think Lincoln just have to be rated as the ideal scene in the UK. I think.
Lincoln, if you're watching this, get me in the next fucking room shenanigans. I want to be part of those sweaty crew battles.
Yeah. There were like two battles. Like there was a puff main called like Quasar, I think.
Quasar, yeah.
Oh my god! I posted a tweet of Quasar.
He was like, he was like the funniest reactions like mid game I've ever seen. Like,
I didn't know that was Quasar, but apparently that's Quasar.
They took a game off like Lewin, which is a good fucking game one to be fair.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Wait, for a Lincoln player took a game of Lewin.
Yeah.
Puff
tournament
Fox.
game of Lewin, and then Lewin's Fox, Puff Fox tournament game. They just like the pop off was crazy.
Oh my god.
They got out their chair, like, start going nuts. Like,
Yeah, let's
it
go.
was pretty fun to watch.
That's what I fucking miss. I miss like the majors so much because it's like it's just this vibe where everything's so much more important. And like when you have this one fucking local guy who like you've seen him at every weekly, such a chill dude, and he like takes a game off of some like hot shot in pools, like round one pools, and
Mhm.
like everyone's popping off, and it's like such a good vibe. Like,
It was a very good vibe.
and it's like I miss that so
Yeah,
much.
it was
Like
sick.
sitting by yourself and being slightly content with your net play win. That's like it's not the same. It's
Yeah,
not the same.
I had so many like fist bump pop or like fist shake pop offs. Like, nothing
I'm popped
crazy.
off, but I'm a pop offer, so
Yeah.
that's
I'll
that's
tell you
just kind of-
what was really surprising, how easy it was to ease back into not only just like chilling with UK mail a lot, but also people chatting shit and like fucking the cruise day one.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
It really felt like we hadn't left. Is what
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
Yeah.
in my head.
It was
I was there, and I was
we
just,
were
it didn't
straight
feel like
back in
anything.
yelling
like,
at people.
All that it was like we had gone to the next week of tournaments, but like people,
Straight.
everyone's hair had just
Yeah.
grown out to like
That was
Yeah.
a year and a half later.
you couldn't recognize some people.
People just went through some hippie phases, and that's all. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
like,
apologize to anyone I didn't recognize at the event immediately because some people just look different.
yeah.
Who do you think had like the biggest quarantine glow up?
All right. No,
Yeah, but
no,
like-
no, no.
Like,
Don't
looks-wise.
answer that. Don't answer that question.
What's wrong with quarantine glow up?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's
Was it
you,
not
Hassan.
Tino?
Oh well, of course,
Nah.
of course. What can I say?
I
It
think
could have been Echo. Echo came back crazy different. I didn't expect it. But
I
No,
think,
Pete. Yeah,
uh,
Pete. Actually, Pete.
he had some fancy new haircut and shit. Like, damn.
Pete is a fucking stone cold killer, bro. That guy's a 10 out of 10.
Big up
Yeah.
4K player.
I think
yeah.
at the next like major on your attendee badge, if you have it around your neck, I think you should have like a picture of your, like your Discord profile pic, so I'll know exactly
Yeah.
who everyone is.
That's a very
That is actually a good
I'll be like,
idea.
oh, it's
Very
you. I
good
played
point.
like a friendly with you.
That's a very good point. And
That's a good
it
shout.
will never ever cease to amaze me the amount of people who are so loud in a Discord server, and then you see them at tournament, and they're just like,
Yeah.
hey,
Eyes on the
it will
floor.
never
my
ever
friend,
cease
yeah.
to amaze
You
me.
feel like the finger pointing. Like,
Yeah, it's
Someone's
like,
That is a melee classic.
It's when they
That's
come over and,
Max,
it's like a
Yeah,
kid. It's like a
me.
kid with like a sweet or something. He like comes over and he tugs at you. It feels like that. It's like, do you want to play some games? You're like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
literally the
sit
melt.
down, and he's like, who's
Yeah,
your what's your
it was
tag? And it's
me.
like, oh, it's this guy I've been grinding with for like 6 months. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Prof, mate, Prof, you haven't aged in like 5 years.
Fact,
10
Prof is
years.
timeless.
10
I
years.
literally-
Prof
Bro,
is
I
timeless.
think you just live in a melee stasis. It's that gym, bro. You need to stop going there.
As
It's
long
like,
as you're number one in the UK, you don't age. As soon as
Yeah.
they take
Yeah.
from you, you're just gonna like suddenly age rapidly.
Yeah. Day one, cruise. Cruise is sick. We
Yeah,
had, like,
tell us
2
about what
crews
happened
and
on each day. So day one was
we-
only
we
cruise,
had 2
right?
crews. Yeah, only cruise, and we had 2 of them, and it was one of them. We have 4, but the two crews I'm on about had me, Sechi, or had me and Frenzy, and Sechi and like Ryzon. We had like 2-person crews.
Cruise
I mean,
was so stupid.
I'm then on the other side of the cruise bracket. You had like 2 10-person crews. Like, I think one of them had
no,
14.
it wasn't even that.
Wait,
It was
what?
like,
No, sorry. What is this format?
Okay, so
What
the
is this
cruise-
format?
The crew, so the crews were based on like points that you got from doing like memes and the challenges that they put out.
Okay,
still mad.
okay.
I'm
And
still
stuff like
mad.
that, and you got points from that, and then your like team got points, and then you could use those points to build a crew, and there was no person limit.
Oh yeah, I'm doing
So,
skips 32.
The bad, so it was like the SwarmEngine had like 2 people. It was like Sechi and Ryzon, that was their crew.
Oh my
Then
god.
it was like Woodlouse, and that was Frenzy, Max, Skips, and that was their crew. Then it was Badgers, and it was like Zeppel. I can't remember off the top of my head. Fuck, it was like Zeppel, Jim. God, I'm struggling to remember.
They had
Nap.
Around.
They had
Okay.
Lewin. They had Medenta as well. They had Lewin and Medenta. And
Medenta.
another good Fox player. Like, it
And
was that.
Euro?
Lewin
Was
must
Euro
have
in
been
it as
so
well? I'm not
That,
sure.
that crew was
I bet
ridiculous.
Lewin was mad on the prize.
No, and then the Bad Rats up from the 7 being like the next highest. It was Bad Rats had 14 people, including
What the
people
heck
like
is this?
Acre, Fuzziness. Was Tino in that one? I think I'm not sure.
I think
Fuzzy,
it was.
Tino, Tower Rog. And there was 14 of them. So it was just insane. It was like
It was
it was
okay.
like who's gonna win? I wonder.
the-
Their crew was the size of every other crew combined.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
stupid.
It was a fucking sick idea for cruise format. Unbelievable
Mm.
sick. Like I thought it was so jokes.
Just
Okay.
tell that
Mm.
two of the teams just did not care about the meme shit at all. Like that,
Yeah.
I
I
remember.
tried. I tried, and I got.
looked at my team's chat. Like you have one person like one of the newer like Lincoln players like getting really involved. Like, oh hi guys, we're gonna make our memes, and like everyone was just airing him like for the first 4 months
Oh
straight.
no.
Oh
And then
no!
it came to crew time, and we had no points, and we spent hour me and Frenzy, and then I got
Happens.
free stock. I got free stock by Medenta, and Frenzy traded stocks with Jim. So
Yeah,
that
that's.
was it.
Oh.
The,
I spoke to fucking Airbraz about this, and they said next time if there was ever going to be a Kamp Kone 2, which I agree with. What their idea is just have two teams. That's it, because
Yeah, 2 teams.
that makes it way better. That makes it way
Yeah,
because having
I
think
4
so
teams,
too,
it was
yeah.
like at the end of the day, it was bad rats versus woodlice, wasn't it? That was it.
I feel like 2
Yeah.
teams, but not just for the melee crews, but like for the camp events in general. I
Yeah,
feel like having
it
2
makes it
teams
way
is
better.
it's much better for like a rivalry. Like I feel like if they want to like,
I
set
feel
that
like
up.
2 teams. There's gonna be mad beef. There's gonna be like actual beef.
There
Yeah,
was no need for any beef because Moles just actually won every freaking sports day.
Yeah, they
besides
just put us in our
football. No one
place,
gives a
so-
fuck about
Wait,
that.
was
Yeah,
Sports
I
Day the
think it
last
was-
day?
Sports day was the
Wasn't
last day.
last
We'll get to that
Okay, okay,
later.
okay.
But yeah, the crews and stuff were really fun, even if they were like outweighed. Like the energy was still there, and it was still really fun to just kind of like watch and cheer for people. People popped off and stuff. I edited the whole of day 1 of all my footage that I took on day 1, and it was like really fun to edit all. It was really
Nice,
cool
nice.
for all.
Video dropping soon.
Yeah,
by the
what's
way.
that saying? What's that saying,
Chaler
Josh?
TV.
What's that
What
saying?
can you tell us about the
I tried
vlog?
to edit day 2 today. What can I tell you about the vlog? It's all right. I'm not gonna hype it up. I'm not gonna hype it up.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
okay,
hype it
sure,
up. I
sure,
don't
sure.
You've
want
already
much
hyped it up
insane
for
hype.
me.
It's
I'm-
my first time doing a vlog. It's gonna be a bit like here and there, probably.
For real,
but I
yeah,
hope I
that's-
can, like summarize the event for people.
My
Imagine like
expectations
Logan
are
Paul
sky
at
high.
like a
Yeah,
melee.
It
I'm-
has a part where Tony's in a bathroom saying he's gonna review the pisser, and that's all you need.
Yeah,
really.
there you go. You
Amazing.
sold it to me. You
Amazing.
sold it.
Yeah, I
The
think
Yeah,
fact
I
you
don't
have,
play
crowd,
Fist
you have
Simulator
crowd
for no
footage,
reason.
like the crowd footage alone is going to be insane. I think just because I don't think that was
Crowd
much.
footage was really good.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
My
definitely.
only regret is not getting me and Nep in doubles. That's my only regret. Me and Nep in doubles had some energy.
Yeah, look forward to the footage, listeners, in the
hopefully
Twitch
it'll be
chat.
Yeah, you can put. You
That's my
have.
plug. That's my plug of the code.
You upload to. Is it going to go to the same YouTube that you normally upload to, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, check that YouTube
Yeah,
out,
it's
by the
on
way.
my YouTube.
I don't know. Maybe someone can put it in chat, but
I thought we'd do that at the end. We can do that at the end.
We'll link-
yeah,
we'll
we'll
link-
get to
it's
it.
not-
Nah,
it's
do
not-
it now. Do it now, and people can do it throughout. Just Chaler's YouTube though. But yeah.
Also, we had a hog roast, and the vegans kind of got fucked, but the hog
Oh.
roast was really, really.
Yeah,
good.
I heard about the
Really
vegans.
good vegans.
Apparently, the vegans didn't
The hog roast was
Yeah.
It was only for one meal. For the rest of it,
for the
vegans-
first day, right?
Yeah,
For the first day.
It wasn't.
It wasn't Kamp Kone's fault.
Yeah, it
either.
wasn't that
was
fault.
Yeah.
I think that the food provider lied. Or they said they had a
Yeah.
vegan option and they did not. So.
Well, to be fair, the food was just like the veggie option was just oven pizzas. I didn't care. It was pang oven pizza, but
Yeah, it's just the vegan. There was
Okay.
there was
The
vegan.
it had. They were like, is this vegan, right? As they pointed towards the pizza, it's like, yeah, vegan cheese, mate. It's like, that's not vegan cheese. The guy clearly had no idea what he was doing the whole time. He was just
Wow.
like, he was just.
It's
I'm
just
not
like,
sure
yeah,
who it
sure.
was. It
just
gave
like-
me the guy gave me an impression of like he was like, you know, in Hitman when they like he just takes someone's costume and starts like doing their shit.
Oh yeah.
He gave me that impression. Like while he was
Agent
serving me, I was
47.
just like, I thought this bread is definitely like there's a corpse in like a bushes somewhere, and this guy's just fucking serving pizza.
Who's garroted the. What's it
It
called?
was good.
The
The
chef.
dessert was like fire. The desserts were all fire.
Oh,
I ate like absolute shit.
The
the
night,
whole
the,
week.
the night one dessert, like the waffle, which was like
Yeah.
coated in,
Yeah,
like,
I saw
chocolate.
Frenzy
God,
posted a picture of that.
The
so
waffles
good.
were
Yeah.
crazy.
The
Like,
waffles went nuts. I can
I was a
describe
big
my
fan.
my one to you, and it just like kind of makes your mouth water. It was like
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
describe it.
like
Describe it,
white
please.
white chocolate like coating, melted white chocolate coating with broken Maltesers like spread all over the top of it, and then covered in another like chocolate drizzle.
Yeah, it
It's
was
just, like,
insane.
On top
so
of a
insane.
waffle.
On
But it
top
was
of
like it was like some
freshly
sort of
cooked
long
freshly
waffle as
cooked.
well.
You cooked it in front of
It
you.
wasn't like a
Yeah,
circle.
yeah, it wasn't a stick.
It was a
It was like a
BB
waffle on a
long,
stick. Okay.
I feel like if it
Yeah.
wasn't on the stick, it wouldn't have really worked. Like the coating, because it would have got really messy to eat it. I think.
You got hyper analyzing this waffle. Yeah, if it was on a stick, it would have worked. But luckily, we'll give that the gold status.
I was a big fan. I was a big fan.
Yeah, no, you go, Max. You
Yeah.
go.
The thing is, right, the food at Kamp Kone was overall fucking phenomenal. But
That's good.
if you were not so like if you ate a little bit, I ate kind of like a moderate to heavy amount, you had to go drive to the co-op to get like some more food. And if you didn't know anyone who drove, like if you were new and you didn't go with anyone, you were gonna starve.
Yeah,
Like
you had a cafe
It
down
was
the
pretty
road,
rough.
but that wasn't a
The
like the
portions
cafe.
were until the last day. The portions were a bit low.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
think they served breakfast 1 out of the 3 mornings, so
Yeah.
that wasn't
But
a
to be
lot.
honest, if you didn't turn up with like,
Wait,
I
they
feel
didn't-
like
they didn't serve
it
breakfast
would
on
be
every
within
day?
your hindsight.
It was just
No,
one.
oh,
it,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
on
yeah.
One
exact
day
day.
and no lunch any
Oh.
of the days, which was rough.
Hey?
There was a
like,
cafe
the
down the
nearest
road, yeah.
shop was. a
Oh, so it
40-minute
was
walk, so no
breakfast
one could
on one
drive.
day and then dinner on the other days, but no lunch.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
interesting.
It wa- it
dinner-
was-
dinner every day.
It was kind of warned
There
that,
wasn't
like,
dinner every
by the
day?
way, guys, you can't live off the food that we're going to
Di-
serve you.
Dinner
Yeah, it
was
was
every
warned. It was warned.
dinner was every night.
Dinner was every
You
day.
just
Okay.
had, and you had breakfast on Saturday morning.
Mate,
So
that
it was okay.
Jamaican fucking
Yeah, that
Oh my.
Jamaican place is
Oh my
definitely like the
God.
best out of everyone they picked.
I
Oh
will say
my god!
It was really good.
it's actually insanely underrated to have like good food at a Smash.
Yeah, it was the
Mm.
first
Because-
time. I don't think this has been happened anywhere else before.
Because like I will say so the first like Smash majors
Oh,
I
no.
ever attended were like the Swedish DreamHack events, and Jesus fucking Christ, every food in there is so greasy, and the air sucks at DreamHack too if you've ever been there, and there are a bunch of like stinky gamers. So it, like you just feel like shit, like
Yeah.
physically the whole weekend.
Like a slime ball.
'Cause you're full of like pan pizza and like oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
bad. So
That
it's
is
like you just feel
100%
like
it.
shit.
That is it. Like the fact that because good food, good for the soul. You know, everyone was in. Everyone, I would say the
True.
reason why everyone was in such a good mood and the vibe was so good is because everyone was fed
Yeah,
well,
we're all fed.
but also with like it was good food, but also I would like to say healthy. But if you were veggie, it was more the healthy ones. The fucking normal ones were just like bratwurst sausages and shit.
Mm.
But it was
Yeah.
if you were like the future TOs and shit follow suit of that. Like if you're going for like a premier event like Kamp Kone was, where like food's included, if the food is that good for the soul as it was, the whole vibe of the event was fucking phenomenal because of that. I reckon the food was a big part.
They
Yeah.
said our
Doesn't even need to
feedback
be
for
included.
that.
You can just get the food vans to show up. You don't do like included.
Yeah.
Like
That is
yeah.
something that has been done in the past. I remember at New Wave 1, they had like vegan noodles or something like this. They had like a stand, and I think Tarog at the Kickstart she used to run did a food stand for like a few of them. So yeah, that was actually a thing that people used to do in London at
I'll-
least.
I'll
But-
never forget Awakening 5's food. Awakening 5's food van fucking slapped. Oh,
I
For
thought it
real?
was ass. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
thought it was
Oh,
ass?
oh, you've got
my
complex.
God.
I'm not
Everyone I talked
law-
to said it was sick.
I genuinely think it's just because I think bratwurst is so overrated. I think like
I didn't have
I
bratwurst.
think
I had
it's
like this.
so-
I had this like cheesy noodle onion mix of stuff. It was sick.
what was like I actually can't remember a lot of Awakening. I
Oh
think I
yeah,
fucking, like,
Zeppel mentions
blacked
Nang as
out.
well. Obviously at Nang's there was it was at
Oh,
the
yeah,
cafe,
shout
right?
out
So
Omi's
Omi's mum, yeah,
Omi-
was cooking for
Oh,
everyone.
yeah,
Omi's
cafe.
mum
Omi's
is one of
mum
the
knows
best
what she's
Yeah.
doing in the kitchen.
ever. Yeah,
Shout
It's
out
really
to
good.
Omi.
It's really
Wow.
really good food
Yeah.
for like good for really good prices as well. It's like it was like not expensive at all. Like she'll
Mate,
like serve you.
you know it's good food when my mates who've never even heard of Melee, when I'm like, oh, I went to this tournament like in fucking where's that place? I should know this place.
Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah, in
Yeah,
Tottenham,
Tottenham
that
Hill.
cafe, and they're like, is that the cafe with the lady who cooks the peng food? I was like, yeah, that's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one.
What?
Wait, what?
What? You
People,
said
people don't even play
your
Melee,
friends
they
in
know about
Wiltshire.
Omi's mum.
Your friends in Wiltshire know about
No, they moved London. They live in
one
London
place
now.
under the sun or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because it's like there's uni students nearby, and they're always like, yeah, we go to that cafe all the time.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a
you-
spot to eat for like people. Yeah, people definitely go there for the food.
Yeah,
It's
because they're
good.
like,
It does
bro,
seem
that the lady who does the pen cooking.
that is
Yeah.
sort of. It does feel sort of insane that your friends knew that venue But to be honest,
I have
I think
crazy
you're-
weird connections to Melee people. Like
I-
with people who don't even play Melee, I like know people who play. I have loads of in and out connections that just don't have logical sense.
part of me does see
Yeah.
the vibes of that venue aligning with you in a way, but yeah, I
It's
don't
a
I
know.
love
choice.
playing with you.
It's
Yeah,
choice.
maybe I don't know how to explain it necessarily, but yeah,
I mean,
food at
to Amanda,
venues
just to
is a good
say-
thing. It's a good thing.
Mm.
I remember she
Good
offered me
for her.
food for free because she thought I was like some young kid couldn't afford a meal.
Some
so-
urchin.
Yeah, like, she saw
Yeah,
me
go
like
on.
crawl into the venue like looking for my scraps. So
She
She
actually
offered-
did
I did
that as
pay-
well. Do you not remember where she gave like the what are they called, like strawberry trifles? You know, the ones where it's like
yeah,
jam at the
Yeah,
bottom
I
and
know
custard
what
and
you're
cream, and it's got like a layer of
yeah,
cake.
she was giving them out for free.
She laid them out. Yeah, I don't know if it was the end of a weekly or a nang or something like this, but yeah,
Yeah, no, she's really chill.
it's sick.
Anyway,
But
day
yeah,
2.
day 2
What happened day 2?
was that pulls and bracket up
Day
to
two.
top 16.
Yeah, day 2 started with pretty good breakfast. I was a big fan. It was like it was
The
like a
only
German
breakfast of
egg,
the event.
it was like a German egg McMuffin kind of like, but like so imagine the McDonald's egg McMuffin, but with like really high quality ingredients. I thought it was sick.
But also, they didn't like the yolk was like not cooked, like so it wasn't like
The
salty,
yolk.
so you just like bit into it, and the yolk just like
That
went
is
everywhere.
no, that's called an egg banjo. That's called an egg banjo.
egg
Oh, it just
banjo.
spilled
You
everywhere.
know why it's called
Never
egg
heard of an
banjo?
egg banjo.
Yeah,
What
egg
the
banjo
heck?
is when you have- it's
Chatting some
runny. It's
shit.
runny. It's runny yolk because they used to eat it. The soldiers used to eat it in World War II. My dad makes it me all the time. And it's when you have runny yolk in a sandwich because when you eat it, it runs down and you get it all over your shirt, so you look like you're playing the banjo because you like that.
Oh,
It's called an egg banjo.
amazing.
It's
This
called
is
an
some
egg
deep
banjo.
lore.
It's called an egg banjo and it's pang, and it's the best way to eat an egg in a sandwich. Runny yolk.
It's
I was
like-
just too
I was a big fan. And then yeah,
It was good.
Saturday was pretty packed because you had all of doubles bracket and you had
Yeah.
singles up and you had singles up to top 16. And this comes my
You had-
first
you had-
my
didn't- it
first
wasn't all
little
of doubles, was it?
yeah, it was all of doubles.
Mhm.
on-
It was
on
all of
Saturday.
doubles, yeah.
it was
And this is my first little criticism of the event. I think the schedule was a little packed. The fact that on Sunday, like singles started at 4 p.m. So you had all of Sunday morning like doing kind of nothing, and they put it all on
Mm.
Saturday. I thought it was a little crazy.
I have heard this complaint from other people who attended as well.
yeah.
I
Um,
mean,
it
when I
was
got to
really
when I
packed.
got to doubles in the afternoon, I was just like knackered. I wasn't in it for doubles, and like,
Yeah.
after pools, I was just so tired.
Yeah, like I started playing Melee at 12 p.m. in tournament, and I stopped playing at 10 p.m. And I got like, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's because me and Archie went a little bit of a run, got top 4 in dubs, but it was still, yeah, it was so much competition.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. It was like my first serious experience playing Melee.
Saturday was
seriously,
good.
the whole time.
Saturday really separated. You could definitely see. Saturday was the first day it became apparent to me that I was at tournament again. That's
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
People
Like,
were, yeah, people
Seeing
were
that
like,
that Quasar guy like popping off, like oh, like I'm back.
yeah,
Like,
it quickly went from like, oh, the bros are back. I was like, oh shit, people were
Yeah,
here.
you got
People were
people
here to
going,
play.
you got people going emo mode because they've lost and stuff.
Yeah, I was like,
Sitting in the
You
You
corner,
go to
just
talk to
rooting.
someone,
Yeah.
they ask you how you've done in your bracket, and they tell you like, "Oh yeah, I could have beaten this person. It was close games."
no.
Like, it
Do
was-
you know that's the worst feeling when you go over to speak to someone and like, how'd your bracket go? And then you just see him turn to you and you're like, I wish I never fucking asked this.
Yeah, for real.
There's
Yeah.
always like there's such a huge difference. There's like the person who won, it's like, how did you do? Oh, I did great, I won. Oh, nice. And then like the conversation goes somewhere else. It's like, oh, how did you do? Oh, I lost. Or
yeah, and
I
then the
you know,
tangent starts.
It didn't go
it was
well.
really
Yeah.
close. You know, I could have gone Marth game 2.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't prepared for the counter pick. Oh, if only I went Yoshi's. I was so close. I got a Phantom upper, and it's like you just sit there like
People
Yeah.
who
You hear-
lose
you
in
hear
bracket,
them
right? Who like
weep.
lose a close set. You need to do yourself a favor by holding the L, and you need to do everyone else a favor by shutting the fuck up. Because we actually,
I think-
There we go.
directly here, and I feel a little bit
Yeah.
attacked. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it can be fun if I have a close friend who wants to rant to me about their bracket. I'm fine with that sometimes because I can just feel good about like letting them get it all out, and I can just listen. I can just turn my brain off.
Yeah, I
But if
it's
actually
like-
think it's a crucial part of the culture. I think we need
Yeah,
I think we need the stream of Johns. I think we can't.
As
We
long
can't
as
we're
you-
not.
The
We're not melee without it. We're not melee without it.
The
I
only Johns
definitely
I'll ever
say-
listen to is Josh's Johns. But if,
No.
if you start speaking to me about Johns, I will literally turn off. Like you watch me turn off in real time, and I'll go, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you're just nodding your head like a
Hmm.
Oblivion
Yeah,
ATC or whatever.
Yeah, I can literally. You can flow chart the conversations. I can read what you can say. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I feel like if you
Yep.
so much but look in the wrong direction, like as someone who did not do well, like they'll find a reason to tell you about their day once.
I think it
Yeah.
varies. You guys
He's
realize
gone,
what
mate, he's
happened?
Yeah, I know what happened. Mate, my mum comes in here, I'm gonna be proud.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, Max got the knock.
That's
When the
what
knock
I
when the
think
knock
of.
comes, you have to answer the knock.
Yeah.
But no, I think there's a hard break between. I think the what's it called? The archetype that you guys haven't mentioned is the type of person you go up to and speak to them, and they just tell you they lost, and that's it. Break. Nothing past that. And it's just an awkward silence after that.
I've never had that in my life.
I've had that so many times.
I've never ever
I've,
told someone. No one tells me they've lost. They always tell me how they lost and like. who they
Yeah.
lost to.
No,
I mean,
it's
I'm not gonna lie. I've been that person many times. I care way too much to not just like. It
Yeah,
starts
because
with
I've
I just
also-
wanna say something quick, but it just ends up
Yeah.
with me like ranting for
natural
The
like
whole the whole
5
story
minutes.
comes. The whole story comes.
it's
Yeah,
natural
I just have to
intention.
say everything. I have to say how bullshit it was that they got like the perfect tipper by spamming F smash 3 times. I have to
No.
say it.
There's definitely one person who comes to
I'll
mind
tell you
as
what
well
gives you
in
a
the-
unique
in London
experience on
Melee.
that is talking to Jim. Talking to Jim after he's lost is like, I lost.
No, I feel like
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
we'll
Jim.
keep it short, but like he has it stored in his memory banks, like everything which happened in the game. But he just doesn't tell you if you don't want to hear about it. But
Yeah.
I've definitely heard him like pop off about, or like go off. On that
No,
game.
Jim's John to me plenty of times, but like if he's just like if he knows no one cares, it's the classic. Yeah, I lost.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
lost
I
like
laugh.
he lost
That's
like
a
Hank
real-
the Wall from Breaking Bad.
that laugh is good.
That's a really funny way to deal with it though. I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
That's just Jim, man. And then he goes and tweets something about masks on Twitter. And
Oh,
it's
no.
like, ah, the circle
I
is
respect it
full.
a little bit less.
He has his tweets.
Yeah, he has some
Yeah.
takes.
It,
I
it
thought-
wouldn't it wouldn't be Jim without it, and you know what? It literally is the highlight of my Twitter seeing Jim because every
Does it?
time I see that English symbol on my like
Yeah, the
English
flags, the
symbol on
flags,
my
yeah,
timeline,
yeah.
I'm like,
You know it's
oh,
gonna be gold.
He's sort of
that's it,
you
what's his name this time?
the English flag is like a phenomena that is not necessarily represented in UK Melee the same way it is in broader society. So I feel like seeing at least one person rep it is, it's kind of important in a way.
That was good. Yeah, bracket. I thought it ran pretty well. Like it wasn't it wasn't too long. They had a lot to get through. And then I think singles wrapped up for the day. I want to say around 5-ish. I think.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought singles was
Like
done.
4, 5,
That's
yeah.
with top
Class 4,
16,
5.
right? Up to top
Yeah,
16.
yeah, but it got up to top 16, and then we had like a 2-hour break or hour and a half break for food, which the dinner was good. I think like Saturday was like a sausage day. Like there were sausages for breakfast. Like
Yeah, it was like
they had them
Oh,
laid
yeah,
out.
sausage.
Even though they weren't officially
Sausage
providing
day.
lunch, they had all the leftovers laid out for lunch as well, which was good.
Also,
I didn't know that.
the pangest thing about not enough people signing up is that was actually the bear.
Yeah, there were bare
That was bare
leftovers.
leftovers.
That was
Yeah,
it
because
was
I
fun.
didn't cap, so we had no leftovers.
So yeah, whoever made it in camp, God bless you. I ate good that. I ate
Yeah.
good.
Yes, and then yeah, doubles got off. Surprising, the big like upset was that GG and Lewin actually went on to get second in dubs. Like,
Mm,
for-
yeah.
Oh yeah, that doubles
I've never met
bracket.
before.
That doubles
First
bracket is
time-
actually
Never met
it's actually unreadable doubles bracket because you look at it and
so
it's a whole
Hey,
mess
so
of.
I'm assuming Lewin team with Michael in pools or something.
Yeah, and then
then he
Michael-
switched.
Yeah, and then George hopped on over and then just didn't
Oh
say.
yeah.
Is that how you what? How the fuck?
No, they teamed the whole way through, didn't they?
No,
But why would it? Why does it say Michael?
yeah, it says
Because-
Michael.
Oh no, I know why.
They-
I know why.
they just- they just
took-
No,
kept them
there
as
were
the same-
problems with this.
no,
There were
no,
problems
it's
with this.
because I took GG and Boobars because Boobar didn't.
Who
turn
did
up.
you team with?
I teamed with
Max?
Fade. Fade taught me. I've never played doubles seriously in my life, and then I've never really wanted to. Fade came up to me and was like, "We're teaming," and he was so adamant. I was
Wow.
like, "You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it." Him and Scotland just taught me dubs in a night, and it was I fucking love dubs now. And me and him
Nice.
just played in the pools. We did all right. I was proper proud. We took Stetchy Frenzy like last stock game 3 in pools, mate.
Yeah.
I love
they
dubs.
they
Dubs
they
is
were
cool.
they were GG Booba.
I feel like there's a long list of everyone who took Frenzy. Like me and Archie took him game 5. George Lumen beat him. Like you took him game 3. Like
Yeah, George Lumen beat Frenzy Sechi, which is sick.
You just diluted my whole experience. Thanks, man.
yeah,
Like,
my
no,
bad.
no,
Look, I don't want to
worry
chat
about it,
shit,
bro,
but
like, don't worry
Sechi
about
Frenzy
it.
are quite possibly the worst like single skill doubles team I've ever seen in my life.
it's because both of them.
Wait, what the fuck?
Both
Yeah,
Both of them are just like
they went
the-
game 5 every single set in bracket. What the heck?
They're
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
divergent people.
What?
They're
It
just
looks a bit
divergent
of a
people.
shambles, to be honest.
Yeah,
They have
like,
no
Just
synergy.
from the results, I was obviously not there, but
They're
the
not,
synergies.
they're not a very synergistic team, are they?
Yeah, the synergy's shaky, and like I feel like their singles play styles as well. Like it's so low. Like the way I look at doubles is that like if you have holes in your gameplay, like your teammate is really good at filling them. But, like the way they play is that they have no holes at all. That's so like both so solid, like refined. Like everything they do, like it's so flowcharty, and they never really have that. There's not that room to like get creative and experiment.
Is stream
with other
dying?
sides.
oh no.
I might be lagging.
Yeah, I
Twitch
think.
chat
Oh,
is.
no.
Okay, wait. I think I need to stop
we-
doing some things.
Have we been streaming for too long?
Yeah, we've gone over the
Sam's
quota.
watching YouTube in the background.
my what's it called? All my Twitch fuel has burnt out. Wait, is it
I
better
mean, you
now?
get-
Maybe.
Yeah, is it better now?
It still looks a little laggy.
I feel like
Oh
it's
shit,
frozen
Sharp!
or
I just
something.
refreshed Twitter. You did win a tournament. You beat Tanky.
Wait, yeah, or what? Did I? Yeah, I did beat Tanky.
No.
No.
It's not like they're bad at
That's
dubs, it's just like that they don't have a good
18.
flow chart, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no.
no. I think I
They
saw
don't
like
have-
at one
they
point.
don't have a good synergy.
I saw. I actually think I saw it at one game. Like I was watching. Like Frenzy was getting edge guarded on the right side of the stage, and I think Sechi was like tech chasing someone on the left side. And then
What?
I feel like I think that like tells you what we need to know.
Nah, that does make like I'm not gonna lie. As Falcon, I don't know, from the minimal amount of doubles knowledge I've got over the course of Kamp Kone, I feel like the one thing I learned is that as Falcon, you just like remove the idea of saving your partner in your head. Unless they're like scrambling and you can just run in and there. What are you gonna save them with? A fucking weak
It's
knee?
like no, you just stop them from getting edge guarded.
Well, yeah. Like
Push them on the edge, right?
I feel like if you're getting rinse repeated, like you're getting
if
trying to
you're
up
getting
beat,
rinse
back air,
repeated,
like, up beat, back air, and then on the left side you just take But anyway,
yeah, in that case, yeah.
Yeah, GG Loom beat him and ended up getting second, which was
Yeah, I mean, I also think like I don't know if GG and Luen have ever teamed before.
They've never
Yeah.
met
Like,
before.
No,
They've never
The-
met.
the-
They've
the
never
fact-
spoken before.
That's crazy because like R23 and Larster, that's still a pretty like established team. At least
Yeah,
they've teamed for quite a few times, and I've teamed with Luen actually once before, and I will say he's extremely easy to team with because he just kind of knows. He always knows what to do. So I can just like.
He's pretty
Luen
good.
Yeah,
plays like
he
someone
just,
who's
like,
got experience of 10 years, but he's been playing for like 2 years. It's mad.
Like I start like trying to sandwich the opponent, and he's like he understands immediately what to do. Like, okay, I'm just gonna put up backers here, or like I start like team comboing the opponent. He knows how to follow up, and I'm like, how have you been playing for like such
I
a
feel like the
small
kid's.
amount of
I
time?
feel like he's lying, man. I feel like he's
No,
lying.
I've
That's
played
always
him at
that's always a
IRL.
suspicion.
I played him at Irish events in like start of 2020, and he was so like as he was not even close to this level. I was like rinsing him easily.
Was he on controller there?
He was on controller at that time. He had never even touched box.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's a common denominator.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
the
it, man.
conspiracy theorists in this call can doubt Lewin.
What are you
but-
talking conspiracy?
I
It's
know, I
it's
know.
direct evidence, you know. Picked up
Oh,
a
no,
box,
there's
gets
Shaler-
to the
there's
top
Shaler
10
with his.
UK level.
I believe in Lewin's talent.
That's
with
good. That's
my life.
you next, Shayla.
Josh,
That's
I
you
mean,
next, Shayla. By the way.
There's
the expectations on you, Shayla.
And then Josh is just like
They're
doing
not
bracket
friends.
runs. Like, what's up with that? Like,
Yeah, I
What's
clear
that?
evidence.
talking about my shit bracket.
nah, you did sick because it proves Box did really good.
What?
Yeah.
I did shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
Wait, how did you do, Shayla? To be honest,
I did really
That's-
bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a thing that underlying like elephant in the room because when we spoke about there's Max getting his cough out. When we spoke about doubles and people being swapped out between teams, the bracket wasn't reseeded after that, was it?
No.
Not good.
Yeah.
About dubs.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's just.
But the
They were
seeding,
Kamp Kone
this,
doubles,
but
like-
that slight problem with seeding is also something that notably seeped into singles as well, wasn't it?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the real elephant in the room, Hassan.
Okay, let's
And that
hear
was
it.
the fact that
Hit us with it.
is that many people there was a big disparity, I feel like, between what a lot of people considered what they were expecting the competitiveness of the event to be and what was actually it. The TOs and the team itself were just they wanted to run a nice return to melee bracket. Chill is there's a bracket, but like it's just you're here to play melee, do a standard UK
Sure.
event.
Okay.
And like UK melee used to be in the sense of that, like it was more just a chill event, a hub of melee IRL than it was like a tournament afterwards.
I think
But there
I
was a
think
big
in UK
disparity
Melee
because a lot of people
tournaments,
going in were seeing it as a main competitor.
tournaments in UK Melee and Bomboni normally did try to get the seeding right. You know.
They tried to get. All right. Well, if you got complaints, send that to you.
You know, I've heard some things. I think the main problem with the seeding ultimately ended up being the method that they used. So, you know, from what I've heard, it was randomized tiered seeding, right? But the clear disparity that you can tell from the tiers that they made was the wrong people. People were in the wrong tiers when it comes to what's it called?
Yeah,
Where they were put.
I mean, they were like kind of like for the people that underperformed on net play, like Aiken's the big example. Like Aiken did really bad on that play.
It was harmed really hard by the seeding.
Aiken got tiered mad low. Tiered below Jomo's Mario.
Interesting.
Which,
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how that happened,
something.
but
No, I mean, you can complain about the seeding all day, but at the end of the day, a good player is gonna do good no matter where they're seeded.
Exactly. So
Is the way I look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, this is not. You guys.
Really.
Someone like Aiken, they got seeded low. They didn't
No,
fine.
I 100% agree. Like, yeah, seeding does play a part in it, but I don't know. I guess I'm just fucking like I don't really have the same. I've never really given a fuck about seeding anyway. I'm not sure if I should. I'm just
Sure.
never
Yeah,
did it.
I agree with like the sentiment, at least, that like seeding for this event is like a lot less important than like, let's say, a seeding for like a huge like Phoenix Blue or
an air
I
or
guess
a
even
fame.
like a region or an air or like a
Or
more
yeah.
quote unquote serious tournament where it's like
Yeah, I suppose.
there are stakes on the line, because there were no like real like stakes for the bracket, except I guess there was a prize pot, but
yeah, there was a prize pot, and some people got some notable results as well, which we wouldn't like to retrospectively say that those results don't have the same weight, would we? Because when you sort of don't put the effort into seeding a okay, I'm not saying they didn't put the effort in, but you know, theoretically, if you were to say that this tournament wasn't seeded properly, then you could sadly go back and say, oh, that sort of delegitimizes the competitive nature of the whole tournament, and maybe these results were not necessarily as legitimate as you would like them to be, or expect them to be.
All I'm going to say is that the thing is seeding every time I hear it before event, fucking wow, and then afterwards, like everyone here in this call, everyone who went Kamp Kone would say it was one of the best events they've been to.
Sure.
Can I get a yee? Who thought it was one of the best events they've been to? Yee.
those are the people that went.
Yeah, that's 100% approval rate.
Yeah, exactly. Like the seeding is an issue for about 4 hours of a day of people who only care if they're top players. And at the end of the day, it is literally such a minor blip on a big.
Yeah, I feel like you're mixing it like how. See, I think seeding for the first event back going to be hard. Like you don't know how good, you don't know how good everyone's got. Like I feel like this kind of helped to create.
Really hard.
This created like the base of what we're gonna judge.
It was going to be complained about no matter what, no matter how they seeded it. People were going to complain. It was like an impossible job.
And look how quickly it was forgotten. Look, like literally, all it took was a beer in someone's hand, and suddenly no one gives a fuck. Chris is singing.
But this is, to be fair, this is like what happens with every like Smash, quote unquote, like drama like this, where it's like people are mad over seeding or like something, or like a fraudulent set happens. Like people forget about it after like one day. It's always like that, which is like. That's just how it is. But now we brought it up from the grave, and that's great. We'll get to talk about it a little bit longer.
It, didn't I?
The Discord's gonna go wild.
You got allow you got hit up, and it was like, can you help me with seeding? He was like, I'll try my best. And then there's boomers at the top who are seeding boomer wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the seeding. Yeah, what happened? Say VA or not VA lost the R23 on doubles. I mean, after that, I feel like
Yeah,
there were
hype result.
3-4 activities going on Saturday night. So like in one corner, you had like Tasty running this insane tournament.
Mystery
Which-
tournament, mate. You've never heard of
mystery
it.
tournament, yeah, the mystery
Yeah,
tournament.
it was Tasty's classic mystery tournament where like you had like people from different like camps, like the different teams. They're all like playing different games for points and shit. Like it seemed insane. I was called up to
It was
play,
nuts.
but I was mid doubles at the time, so that was like one of the quadrants. In another quadrant, in like a side room, you had like 10 of us like degenerately gambling on a laptop, which I know you had like people popping in and out like throughout the night.
That
Just
really
like
fucking stunk, bro.
Allegedly
Yeah.
gambling.
Bad.
Allegedly.
Interesting
Let's not
activities.
get Cone sued here, okay?
Yeah.
There weren't.
We were like,
Yeah,
and, like,
allegedly gambling.
the room was open, like anyone could come in and like if you wanted to place a bet, that was the place to do it. Like anyone was coming in, chilling. And then I feel like you had like a group of people grinding on like the main floor still. Like there were like definitely people playing melee, chilling, having a good time. And then I think there was like there was something going on outside as well, right? I think people were just chilling, like having a chat.
Good dancing, man.
Yeah, I got like people like I got a video of Tony playing guitar on a bench, you know.
Yeah, but, like
That was just going outside.
Oh, Skips is fucking.
Yes, get some
I've heard
Oh,
he's good
yeah.
at guitar, and I watched him
No,
play, and I was
also
like,
there
okay,
was-
that,
Yeah, Skips is like classically
was
trained and like trained for like 3 years as his degree in like guitar or something like that.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yuo says a side room, my room, without my knowledge.
Wait, the
look,
gambling took place there.
What are
Yeah,
you
no,
gonna
no.
say, Josh? What are you gonna say?
Yeah, tell us, Josh.
You forgot about the other quadrant, which was the Scots dealing with Nox at his first tournament, getting absolutely hammered.
Mate, they could deal with him. He was buying me shots the whole
Yeah.
night. I was
Wait,
fine
who
with
is
it.
this?
A
Nox.
guy called Nox. It was like his first tournament. He's been playing like 3 months. Showed up and
Alright.
got absolutely hammered and was just buying everyone drinks.
you had like
Oh,
a mini
no.
rehab.
He was being a little bit of a public nuisance, but not that bad.
I
Not
see.
that bad. And the Scots had him under control. Blanket was being a hero.
The
had him under
Scots
control
had
the
it.
whole
The
time.
Scots literally executed it like it was a second nature, like as if ants
Yeah.
to like bees to a queen. Like it was like, oh, man, of course he's gonna get like they were ready for this, bro. Scots
They
have
had it
done
under
that.
control
Honestly.
from like the start.
But that was
That's-
another quadrant. You know, you had
Yeah,
that going on Saturday.
Yeah,
night.
but it was good. Like everyone was doing their own. There was like big groups just doing their own thing on Saturday.
Mm.
Everyone was super fun. Everyone was out till like up till 4 a.m. Like I think after we were done gambling for the night, which was at like 2 a.m. I came out and I think I saw like Yuo doing a Mario 64 speed run. Like at like 2-3 in the morning.
I got
Yo
caught
was
talent.
sat there. Yo was sat there doing a Mario 64 speedrun for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
just
to
sat
be
on the TV
fair,
by
I
himself.
think that might have been our fault because we were using his room for gambling. Sorry.
mate,
that's
that's why he was
You
doing it.
you displaced him, but
Maybe
he found
it was-
his place in the end. He found his place in the end. Was
Yeah,
that just
I
by
didn't-
himself, or was it part of a
No,
tasty thing?
I think Miam King was doing a run as well. I think they might have been doing
Yeah.
a race.
They were
I'm
doing a
not too
race, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Do any
Yeah,
of you lot know about what was going on with the Tasties mystery tournament thing though?
Oh yeah.
It was like he was running a bunch of different events. Were you watching a lot of it, Tony?
I was supposed to be involved in one of it, but I got distracted. But it was Tasty doing fucking Adam shit, where he just had like 5 CRT lined up. He had just the most obscure fucking weird ass games. Like one of them was just like a Japanese game with like you just controlled a pair of lips, but there was no
Wow.
English translation, and he just dumped you in the middle of the game in the middle of the level, and he had like teams of you had to like swap a player every like minute. And you just had to like find your way to the end without knowing what the fuck is going on. And it was just
And they
yelling,
did, like-
just so much yelling.
Yeah, they did. They also did like Soul Calibur crew battles and
Yeah.
like
Oh, wow.
they did like two hand like one person holding the other, each half of the controller and
Oh,
playing Crash
yeah.
Bandicoot. They did like Mario Golf where like you get to take 2 shots and someone on the other team gets to sabotage you by shooting backwards. And
Mate,
stuff like
even,
that. They had tons of really cool ideas. That were, like, that were
even,
really
even though
fun.
it was jokes as well, it was a sick icebreaker. I saw a lot of people who would have never communicated fucking
Yeah.
getting along great after that. Hire Adam for your fucking mystery tournaments that you know events, bro. Let him run that shit. That shit's
Yeah.
fucking wait. If you want people to communicate, icebreak, fucking get along well, get Adam in there.
Yeah,
man.
that should have been like the first night is like a good icebreaker between people.
That would have been a sick first night thing, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, I felt like it was.
And sports day could have been first day as well. I think they knew that as well though.
Yeah. Especially not sports day was on the third day, which is when people were hungover because they're out of
Yeah,
bracket,
that was
Yeah.
crazy.
which is fucking.
It's
not
a choice.
Yeah, like-
I like that choice though. I like it as a design choice.
Day 3. If you went to day 3, it was like everyone woke up hungover as hell. Some people went on a hike, but then the hike went on too long, so sports day got delayed. Because sports day was going to be before bracket
I
started.
see.
But the people didn't took too long to get back from the hike, so it got
Also,
got
another
delayed
thing,
till
why
after
would you
bracket.
why would you organize the morning hike the night after everyone's getting drunk?
Yeah, day 3. There was some heroes that made it to the hike, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
It's
what
the
did I
shit-
do?
It's to see which ones are the real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day 3
See what everyone's made
I have no
of.
idea how Zappel made it to that hike. Zappel made
Yeah,
it to that
Zach was in the gambling room, like he was in the pits. Like he was doing his
The
thing.
So
the
day.
fucking
He was
Skaven
in the
pipe,
mud,
bro.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I went to a cafe. Oh, I went to a cafe with you, Josh, actually on day 3. I remember in the morning. It was me, you, Nap,
Oh yeah.
Harry came along as well. It was cool.
Cafe was good. There was a little cafe, like a short
And Jason
walk
too.
to the
Yeah,
venue.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like a
nice.
5-minute away, and the food was decent. So,
Yeah, it was
can't-
nice.
and then yeah,
It was a good little cute cafe.
and then yeah, so that was at like 10, and then there was a pretty big like block of time between. That was like a 6-hour break between when I
Wow,
woke up
okay.
from bracket. So I went back to bed for like 2 more hours.
Oh, nice.
So I wasn't really on the floor for like the morning. I feel like everyone was kind of in bed, just kind of
Oh.
like kind of crazy hungover from
No, I
before.
didn't- get up till, like,
Could people on the
12.
stream see how the audience was set up for the
It looked
So,
like
like,
there was
in person.
a. Wait, maybe you should just tell me. But it looked like
Yeah.
they had the
There
indoor
was no,
TV
like,
and like an outdoor
projector.
TV, right?
Yeah, so Shay split all of the like he like split the main TV's inputs and like put them to CRTs on benches outside. So it's like
Okay.
a whole viewing. The whole outside of the venue was like a viewing area.
Was it
was
just
really, really
one CRT or were there multiple?
There was
There were
three.
CRTs.
There was
Whoa,
three
nice,
CRTs
nice.
of,
There's like a
loads
giant
of bench.
long bench of people and stuff just hanging about.
Cool.
It was cool, but it was like had to be done because like the inside there wasn't enough space.
Mhm.
But then it was like you kind of lost a bit of the energy not having the players like directly there, but the energy was still kind of there.
But there was
Yeah.
still people with the
So we were, like,
players as
freaking
well.
Inside, yeah, like
yeah,
a,
They were going inside
a
as well.
smaller
we
number.
had like 15 people behind us while we were playing on the main TV inside, and you had like 40, 50
You had,
people.
like most people outside.
Yeah, it was really well done. But yeah,
It was a good setup.
bracket round like kind of. I think we played up to like top 6, top 8, and then yeah, all of top 6 was played on that stream setup.
Mm.
And then yeah, it was really good. It was a fun time.
Nice,
Bang
nice.
sets included. I caught Modest versus Tino. That was a fucking banger set.
Yeah, 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
heard that
nice.
was really, really
Yeah.
close.
That was
Yeah.
Ant versus Aiken was
Ant versus
a
Aiken was
banger set
amazing.
as well.
Ant versus
Nice.
Aiken, man. I'm actually, I'm actually so happy to see Ant like do well
Yeah,
at the
Ant's
event.
had a run and a half.
Ant did a
Yeah.
run. Ant was on some shit.
Yeah, beat. I mean, of course, I'm gonna say this and beforehand. You should take all of these results, if anyone's listening, with like a grain of salt, because like not everyone was in their best state of mind on the Sunday finals. So like, and a lot of people weren't tryharding either. But like, still, like beating Hooray for Jay 3-2, beating Yuo 3-1, and then beating Aiken 3-2.
Yeah.
After Aiken beat 10
That
quid.
being said, I do still think
You're gonna
most
take
of-
issue with it, Max.
I think
most
most
people were trying hard.
yeah, but the
There was
being
people
at
were trying.
event, yeah, you had like a you had like a basically Jim who was just he's always drunk off his head, so like it wasn't even
Yeah.
that crazy.
Yeah.
But I generally do believe that most people were giving it close to their all. So
That's good
There
to
was-
hear.
there was-
I didn't play
Max
much,
is
but,
gonna
like,
be-
I was trying
Max
hard
is-
in bracket.
Max is quick to dispel any sort of
Nah,
no,
it was-
painting,
Considering
any sort of painting of the tournament is like some drunk tournament.
all right, okay,
Because,
no, I can say it.
He's not wrong.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
like-
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough, fair enough. We'll take your word for it. We'll take your word
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
People who
Yeah.
were in top 16 weren't really drinking the night before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
People
definitely
who came
I
to
was
play
definitely
definitely
having
came
fun,
to
like,
play. Like there was a clear cut.
I only had like a few beers the night before, and like top 16 was pretty tryhardy. So
Mhm, mhm.
Mm.
I mean, at least I was definitely tryharding.
No, but yeah, the only reason I'm mentioning that is because every time I've seen people talk about tournaments like the Mango or like
It
that
wasn't
other
quite
tournament, that camping tournament, cabin tournament in the US.
Smash Camp, right?
yeah.
Smash Camp, yeah. People always get so mad when you talk about results
Yeah,
because it's like,
yeah.
Well,
this doesn't count.
Well,
It is like,
thing is-
I don't
the
know,
thing is,
I want to talk about it.
like, it does count because, yeah, half the venue didn't give a fuck, but half the venue didn't matter because half the venue didn't make that far in bracket because they didn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
like the people who made it, like the top 16, there were crazy sets. Like some of
Yeah,
the
they were
best, like
trying.
UK melee I've seen. Modest Tino, you tell me that wasn't trying.
That was
Yeah, that-
that was
shit
fire.
mad.
I saw a little bit of Lewin versus Tino. That
Mm,
was
that
also
was
pretty
good
damn
too.
good
That was
set.
insane. That was
Lou and
insane.
Tino was
Yeah.
good. Okamute and Tino had a good set too. It seems like all of Tino's
Yeah.
sets were good sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Okami had
I mean,
also had a
Tino
run.
brings a hype.
Like
Yeah, Okami really popped off this event.
lost
Okami did
to, I
suck.
think lost to Skux in pools, I
Yeah,
think,
he
and
did.
then beat
Yeah.
beat a person in this call. Won't name who. Beat
Yeah.
Tino, and then I mean lost to Sechi, which like I don't. I think that's a
he
pretty
lost to
respectable.
Sechi and Fuzzy for fifth, which is very,
Yeah.
very respectable.
Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so
That's like
crazy.
super
That is
good.
really good.
He literally, I played him in our set, and I literally felt like I was playing a different player. Like I genuinely,
Whoa.
like,
Yeah.
it took me by such surprise, like how much he's improved.
No Tio
let's go.
Jones.
Let's go.
And
Omi.
also wasn't TOing. Yeah, no TO
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no T.O. Johns.
TO John's are real for. I've only done a big tournament once, but I agree, I'm with him. TO John's, it's rough.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Bubble.
Yeah.
Responsibility.
I generally feel like every set in Top 8, apart from Frenzy fucking like demolishing me in Sechi, was a really good set. Like,
Frenzy's
Yeah,
just
for-
on the
for
next
sure.
level though.
Yeah,
Frenzy is actually, I think he's just on the next level.
Frenzy did not look close with anyone this weekend.
He perfected the event, right? He didn't drop a single
Yeah.
game.
No, he did drop a game.
He did
Yeah.
not get.
That's
That was
actually
like
crazy.
one
That's
game.
nuts.
According to him, there were like 3 games where it got kind of close. But that
Yeah,
was it.
Lawrence told me. Loster told me that he.
You get
was
called Lawrence, do you?
Yeah. Sorry, he's Bournemouth now, right? I can
He is
recall his
Bournemouth now, yeah.
name. He was apparently he was like last stock with friends. He was in the process of edge guarding him, but like traded with the up B and like spiked him against Battlefield. So like
Yeah.
he lost his last stock for that. So
Yeah.
he nearly took the game, but you know, Frenzy's just
Yeah,
speed playing got the
And then-
Frenzy was
win.
on this
He's
weekend.
just blessed,
But the-
invincible.
The funniest part is Frenzy did the left hand where it's like you're perfect the tournament. I wish I played a little bit better. Oof. I felt a little bit sloppy.
I don't know what the fuck. That was the best I've ever seen him play. So.
No, I was playing him in
Crazy.
friendlies, and I was like, "This is not even peak Elliot." That's like the sad part.
Yeah.
Like, he was schmagging me, and I was like, "I just know this isn't even peak."
He's
And
fucking playing well. Yeah, I think.
Frenzy JV10, the Falcon and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he showed
It was
me
a
in pause. He was
Falcon.
like, yeah, I JV10 to someone. I
who
like,
was the Falcon?
what? Frenzy, what?
Wait.
What's he-
We
what's he
can't
JV10
expose.
someone?
We can't expose any more information. We can't expose any more
No,
information
who
about
was
this
the
person.
Falcon, bro? I wanna
This
know.
is
I
like
wanna
a.
know.
It's like a witness protection program. We can't say anything more about this guy.
That's
Bro.
fair. That
Well,
person
Yeah,
needs to.
I was like, wait, do you mean you JV5? He was like, yeah, no, I JV5 twice. And I was like, what do you mean?
if we
Yeah.
say too
I've
much
never heard
about
that
this,
before. Is that first in history? Like, I've never heard someone doing that before.
Yeah, literally, has that ever been done at a tournament?
Like,
Yeah,
if we
Then we
say
consult the
anything
records.
else, if we say anything else about this set, this person is gonna never have a real non-meme melee career.
I
in
think-
the-
We'll never see
I
him
think
again.
they've already been exposed. I didn't know the character. I mean,
Let's keep it quiet. Let's
let's not even
It
say
must,
anything more
have been
about
one of
that.
those sets as well where no one was watching, and it must have just been a silent agreement as they fist bump. Like,
I
we're gonna-
mean,
Yeah.
seemingly, it didn't stay too silent, did it? But
What, do
No.
we know his name? Do we know his name?
no more, no
I don't know his name.
more,
I'm finding it out.
No
But
more.
that's-
Move
we'll
on.
move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
Someone asked
So-
someone asked if Armada in his chat if he's ever JV10.
I don't
in,
think
like,
he's
a-
JV10 to someone.
I
Top
think
eight-
he might
top
have.
eight- top
But the
eight
thing is
was
that-
top eight was a fun
Whoever
time.
to that Falcon, if
JV5,
you're
JV5.
listening, at any other person, I would find it severely jokes and I'd roast you a little bit because it is funny. But you have to allow it because it is Elliot.
It is Elliot, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Also,
just
it might have been
that
that Falcon's first tournament because there are a lot of people who
Literally,
first tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
100%,
crazy.
that would be it.
It was
That's
like
to a lot of people.
considering that, like, since it's like more of an event rather than a tournament, like you paid for the actual camp, so the entry fee was pretty high. For like if it was only a melee tournament, but was pretty low considering all that was included.
Yeah,
But-
literally, the price wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
but
with
like
food and
people
everything.
and
Yeah, it was good.
like paying what was it, like 200?
160? It was 160.
160, yeah,
It
like
was
paying
160,
160 for your first tournament, that's still like people
I
are
mean,
getting
you
it.
can't-
That's free nights
deal.
free nights accommodation, which is like you pay like 100 for free nights accommodation. Air.
Ooh.
Like you pay 100
Yeah.
quid for that, and then
But
for
that's
free nights
true,
accommodation
that's true.
and free nights
Yeah.
food,
That's
and like
fair.
breakfast and lunch and like breakfast and some days and dessert every
Wait,
day.
Yeah,
it's
you
actually-
can't complain.
You get
It
a
actually
lot.
is cheap. Is it actually cheaper than air?
Yeah.
I forget what
But you
the.
get food included.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, but
apparently
you share your rooms though, right?
Yeah,
That's the
which
difference.
is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
ap-
But it's still
Apparently-
amazing at that price, including food as well.
Yeah, it
So,
was
yeah.
definitely not badly priced at all.
What were you gonna say?
can
What were you
we
gonna say, Scott?
can we all
Yeah, let's hear it,
collectively
Sean.
agree that if an ice climbers when wobbling was unbanned did a JV5, it doesn't count?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Prof in chat is saying this could Biggie did it
Yeah,
a few times.
of course
You know what?
this kid Boogie's gonna
You know
wobble
what?
someone 4 times.
Sure, but like, you know,
I don't know.
I'm actually so
not the same.
wistful. I actually miss those days so much. Where you could just like turn on the stream and you could just see someone like wobble someone. It was such a beautiful thing to me.
It was.
Oh,
I love
that's
wobbling.
sadistic.
I still love
I'm
wobbling.
I'm still in love. I feel like I've been, you've lost something that you've loved.
No,
You're just so wistful for it.
No, I don't
Well-
know where the fuck you guys had this nostalgia from.
Oh
I
my
genuinely
god.
don't.
Oh my
I
god.
genuinely
No,
And
don't.
you
I was
could-
always. I mean, I'm a peach main, so say whatever you want. I was down to get wobbled. I lost to every ice climber, too. I lost to
Oh, for real?
Nintendork. I lost to Johnny Fight. I lost to Pau, an older Stockholm
Yeah.
ICs. A lot.
FAA, I remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just
Franny
like,
was
think,
a.
won't someone please think on the new players?
No.
Yeah, this is not turning into a wobbling debate,
Oh,
but
Yeah, no, no, no,
let's
no,
move
yeah,
no,
on.
no, no,
let's
no.
move on.
We're pretty much through of Kamp Kone.
Let's talk
Well,
about top
okay,
8.
no,
Everything was sick.
Let's
No,
talk. Yeah, let's
what-
talk
what-
about
what-
Max.
What's your
Yeah,
favorite
let's
run at
Let's
top
talk
8?
about Max.
Do we have
Yeah.
to talk about Max? He's here.
No.
Like, we know what he
Damn
did.
it.
I'm
No,
not.
let's
down-
talk about someone else's.
I'm not
then.
down for the melts
Let's talk about
talk, to be
someone
honest.
Yeah,
But
Mel's talk.
Max
Yeah.
did very well at Campus
Yeah, he
Cone.
did.
He did
Beat
amazingly
Fuzziness
well.
twice.
I was
He
very
beat
happy
Fuzzy.
Yeah.
for
He
him.
lost
I
to
was popping off
Fuzziness
the whole
first,
time.
didn't you?
No, I didn't lose that. I
Yeah, he didn't
lose
lose
Fuzzy.
Fuzziness.
He double
The
eliminated.
only person I lost to, I got double eliminated by Frenzy. He was the only person I dropped sets to. The
You're
remaining
shit.
change. Yeah, I'm just. He kind of fucked me up.
Well, mate, welcome to the club.
Yeah. I mean, there is no club. You've beaten Frenzy, so.
I beat him once, and that man has. I don't think he's
Yeah, that's-
dropped like anything close to a set to me since. I found him on a weekday, and that weekday
Yeah.
made him grind against Falcon like I've never seen before.
He never underestimated you again. Just like, I'm going to destroy this man.
No,
Let's see
he
how
like
much-
every time I see him in bracket now, he makes it personal. It feels like he's like
He's
He,
not
like-
making
That's
mistakes
sick.
twice. Yeah,
But,
I thought me and Tino had really good sets. Me and Sechi had good sets too. Well, good set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must
Although
see
the
him
the
sick.
Sechi set was not impressive, the win was not legitimate. Sechi had a damn.
he had a
Same
blister.
No, okay, can I
He had
tell
a
a story?
blister on
Can I
his
tell a
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Okay,
tell us.
Yeah, we'll listen.
Story time. So there was after bracket was done, like tournaments over last night. There was a fire pit at Kamp Kone, and it was very wholesome. Everyone was there.
Really, really good.
Campfire songs, everyone chilling, getting along, people getting drunk, loving each other, being like, oh, so everyone literally forgot like bracket had happened. It was one of those vibes where everyone was just loving each other's company. I walked down at like 2 a.m. I say hello to everyone. Jaden he's quite drunk. He gives me a big hug. He's like, oh, it's nice to see you. Sechi is very drunk as well. He walks over to me and he gives me that drunk look. And I've seen this guy drunk before, and it's literally like you see it in his eyes. This man's about to unload his ego on you. And he goes to me, he's like, I lost to a kid. He's good, man. I was like, he's good, man. And he's like, I had a blister. And then Jaden immediately turns to me and goes, oh, blister.
That is classic sport.
He walks back. and I see him just stare into a fire for like 6 hours. Not 6 hours.
Oh, no.
He was
It was
shattered.
It's actually, to me, it's not even the most surprising Sechi thing I saw all weekend. It's like Sechi gambling was like the most absurd thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah, he's
It
jokes.
was
He's
so
jokes.
funny.
But like,
Sechi is
So funny. He had his head in his hands at one point. He
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like.
yeah, you've got like his head. So the way the rooms are laid out, you've got like 2 bunks opposite each other, and you've got like a top bunk. So he had like a top bunk all to himself. I mean, he was just had his head in his hands for like 5 hours, and he'd occasionally look up. He'd peer over the bunk to like look at the laptop screen. He'd see us losing, and he'd just go back like to staring at the ceiling, like head in his hands.
Yeah, I have like video clips of him being like, "What is happening? What's going on? I don't get it." And then later on, you just hear him going like, "Yeah," he's like screaming. And I remember just like looking over and just seeing him like,
Yeah.
he looked like he was gonna cry as the balance just
The way the journey ran, we were like started at 300 collectively. We went down to 20, and then we made it all back to 300 in like a matter of 20 seconds. And he was like going insane as we made it all back. Like it was so funny to watch.
The funniest thing
So
about
funny.
Sechi is that he carries himself with such an aura of like, I'm composed, smart, all good, but deep down, especially when he gets drunk, deep down he's just as degenerate as the rest of us. And he will stoop to your level. And I know deep down he's capable of it.
I mean,
It's
we
so
all know
funny
about
seeing him
Airfly
in
Sechi, so I mean,
We all know
Yeah.
about it.
I saw
Yeah.
Sechi stoop below my level firsthand. Like, I never went that insane for gambling in my life. I was very impressed.
You'll get there.
I'm on my journey.
You're on your
He-
road.
He got very mad at me because he's teaching me tech while we were playing. I was using it against him in our friendlies, and
Oh
every
yeah,
time
that's something he did. Like, so I want to say a month ago, he told me that you could down throw forward tilt Falcon at the ledge, and like even if Falcon DI'd off stage, F tilt would hit every time. And then we had like 3 money matches, 1 tournament set, and I was using it every single time. And I definitely he in the back of his mind, he was fuming every time he got hit. But I remember him telling me like in the money matches, like fuck's sake, like I never taught you this. Like, why do I teach people stuff just for them to use it? Like,
Yeah.
it was sick. Yeah, it was fun. Sechi was chill. Everyone was chill this weekend. It was really
Yeah,
good.
it was so good. Like, as in, like, there was never any fucking post moody. That people were post bracket moody, but it was just immediately like I felt like everyone has matured so much to the point where like we could just shrug off everything and easily.
Yeah,
just
like
go
I
into
feel
it.
like the old Aiken after bombing out, like to someone he probably like wouldn't expect himself losing to, would be like emo. But like Aiken was like super chill. Like he didn't care. Like
Everyone was chill. Everyone was chill.
I feel
I
like we'll be
think-
back to we'll be back to a bit more to normal after a couple more events. I think everyone's
Yeah,
on the high of like being back at an
maybe.
event.
Oh
you know?
no, I'm predicting now. This is just a small, like, you know how like in TV series they put in like a villain who's going to appear in like 3 seasons, like Thanos at the start of the multiverse. The upcoming arc of UK Melee is the absolute wave of try hard. That there are people who are going to invest their entire lives in this game, and it's going to ruin them. Yeah, we're gonna watch it in real time. We're gonna watch people ruin their lives from investing so much into this game. It's happened before, slowly, but now it's literally. I reckon there's gonna be about 20 people at once whose entire self-worth and entire future is based on how they do at a fucking NAN or something. And we're gonna watch the UK collapse in itself.
I mean, that's
I'm down.
usually what
That's
happens
dark,
to.
bro.
I mean,
You
that.
said that with us looking down at the camera. That's fucking.
I don't know if I would go
that was
that
me.
far, but like I think a lot of net players, especially, like
It
a
won't
lot
be
of
the
their
collapse.
self-worth gets like into their own head, and I think that can also affect them when they go back to RL tournaments.
But
Yeah,
on the
for
other
real.
hand, I would say we're gonna see an initial surge of people like literally collapsing their whole self-worth because they're just net players and they put their all into the game. They feel like their results reflect who they are and everything, like their hard work.
And I'm down to see it happen.
But at
Of
the same
course, of
time,
course.
even though he's a fucking at the same time, I feel like we're gonna have some fucking really wholesome arcs of where you see the old guard of the UK, like fucking we just envelop them and we're like, listen, we're gonna teach you how to fucking speak to people, how to have a fucking lovely time. We're gonna show you why netplay tournaments aren't about results. UK tournaments are about meeting bros and fucking. It's more of a melee festival than it is a tournament. You're gonna fucking have a peng
True,
time.
facts.
That's all.
For
Yeah.
real.
We're gonna teach these kids how to fucking chill, bro.
Yeah, that was something I went
Yeah.
through. Like my first tournament, like eyes on the floor, like I just playing friendlies, not speaking to anyone. Like as soon as I started speaking to people at melee tournaments and like making friends, like my experience has got like infinitely better. Like it's not
Pretty
even
normal.
comparable.
Yeah.
First 2 years I was in the scene, I didn't like make any friends. I just followed like Biss around. And was like, yo, where are we going to play set? I was like, oh, how do I talk to people? How do I ask? I think the big leap is like for people who are like socially awkward is always like asking to play your friendlies or like asking to get on a rotation is like the biggest like hurdle.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was my
Mhm.
biggest hurdle. I remember trying to
Oh
get on
my-
a rotation with people was like the biggest like anxiety. thing
That
for
would
me.
literally
Oh.
even happen at like locals. At LLLs, there would be people who would just like hover. I was one of these people, in fact, who just would hover around a friendly setup and just stand awkwardly, and there'd be like other people who do it as well, so you just see each other awkwardly. Like I remember.
No,
I
yeah,
remember.
that was me the
You're one
first
of those
2
guys.
years.
Yeah.
That was me the first
We
2
definitely
years.
all been there. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
I used
remember.
to-
I remember a few people. I don't want to expose them, but who have since
I
who have
used
since
to-
integrated. But yeah.
What I used to do is I used to sit at like I've looked for like a completely empty setup because I didn't want to ask someone to join. So I sat in a completely empty setup, played against like a computer, just did like combos on it, and like
That's
Yeah.
a classic.
just like secretly hoped I hope someone asked me when I play, and it would take. Sometimes I would sit there for like 3 hours just
Oh
playing against
my
a computer.
No
It was
way.
never that bad. Oh my god.
There was some tournaments like the smaller dream hacks was especially like that. Because I was a scrubby peach too. Like I was really scrubby for a long time. So like
Yeah.
people didn't want to like the good players didn't want to play me because they got tired of just like destroying me for 5 hours or whatever.
I remember the one time that I was doing that. I think I was just like on a setup and I was like practicing pivots or something, which to be fair, I still can't do. So maybe I should have stayed there. But when I was practicing those pivots, like Lolo came up to me and he was like, "No man, why are you doing this? Like you can just do that at home. Go play." And so I went to a set. I think it was like me, Aspens, and Prof's Mario, and I just like spent the next like half an hour getting forced up by Prof's Mario. So
I missed out on the Profs Mario like time period. But
yeah,
Oh,
I think he only did it for like a weekly or two. But yeah,
I
Prof
saw
definitely had a
him
Mario.
like I saw him full stocking Omid in Grands and a weekly. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, there are
I
definitely
am-
VODs of that. You can definitely find that if you
glad I wasn't around.
seek it out.
for this.
Genius
It's
content
so
idea,
funny to
Josh.
hear about the like. Pardon?
Genius content idea. Make a fucking what to do your first UK tournament.
Yes, you
That's
should.
a
Yeah.
sick content
It's
idea.
so classic to like hear that people like also did the whole like sit down in front of a TV and like just play and wait for someone to come to you because like the way to like it's like easing yourself into it, like getting to like sit down with someone. I did that at Air 3 my first time I was ever like at a big tournament, and I went down to sit, did my strategy. I was like, I'll sit at an empty TV, get someone to come to me. That's the best way to do it because I don't know how to talk to anyone.
See,
And
the whole-
Armada comes over and is like,
Yo.
"Yo, can you just warm up for bracket?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And just left.
Oh.
Wait, he just pushed you off. He
Aw.
just displaced you.
Yeah, he just displaced me. He was like,
Oh
"Hey,
my
can we
God.
use this to warm up?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Not the
I
best.
always-
Not the
I always
best
just- I
story.
always just thought these
about
kids
Armada.
just would rather practice tech skill than like play with people.
No,
And I was-
no, we're just really hoping that someone would come and play with us.
Oh, that makes
Wait.
so much
So
more
wait, did Armada like ask for the setup so he could warm up by
Yeah, he
himself?
asked for this out.
No, we went with someone else. It was like him and someone else. that
So
wanted to play.
it's like when you like sit alone at the lunch table and someone like, hey, can I take this chair?
Yeah, can you just go away? Can you just eat
Yeah,
somewhere else,
yeah.
please?
For real, for real.
And look where you are.
That hurts to hear.
That hurts so
He's
much,
missing
man.
so
out.
bad.
Josh,
It sticks in my
4
mind.
years
It's
ago,
really
5
funny.
years ago at Air 3, would you expect yourself to be vlogging at Kamp Kone?
God no.
Yeah. Look
Do you
what
expect
he
yourself
does.
to even be playing like in 2021? Like,
Pardon?
would you
Playing in
expect yourself to-
2021? Yeah. I
Yeah.
really
Nah,
fucking
yeah.
like the game.
Josh is playing till he dies, bro.
I
When
went
I
to Air
start-
3 in my first like 3 months of playing the game. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
when I went to my first tournament in like 2019, which is like almost 2 years ago, or it's just over 2 years ago now, which is fucking crazy. I was like thinking, I'm never coming back to this shit again. Like,
Yeah. No,
What was
I
that? Was that
remember.
was that what Mercked?
It was
it
Mercked.
Mercked?
Was that tournament you beat
Merck
me?
for the people.
I went to this fucking like dingy warehouse in like Haringey, like Manor House, London. Like I'm like go in, like it's so degenerate. Like I see people like drinking like at 11 in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
like playing
Yeah.
my tournament. I'm like I leave. I'm like I'll never come back to this shit, man.
Yeah.
And then new wave rolls around. I'm like, I'll do one more, and then like, I did shit. So then another one, I'm like, okay, I want to do good eventually. But I just keep on coming back in.
Mm-hmm.
And before I do it, like
yeah.
Melee's like the biggest thing in my life. Like,
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Who actually does enjoy their first tournament? I was very underwhelmed by my first tournament. I genuinely was just.
Oh
like,
my god, my first one was so
yeah, me too.
trash. I had to go from like I had to travel like 2
Why did we
hours
come back?
to get to Croydon. I think I was kind of helped up by the fact that I went with a school friend, so it wasn't just me on my own. But
Yeah.
it was actually this like, so we were in like the upstairs of this game store, and so it was way smaller than the actual like shop floor. So already it's smaller, and then they had like a row of Smash 4 setups, and there were maybe like 30-40 Smash 4 players there in this attic, and then in one corner in like 3 setups they had like these 3 CRTs, and then there were like a handful of us that were just there for melee. And obviously I'd never played Smash 4 before, so I didn't even attempt playing. But I think they weren't even going to run a bracket. I think I had to go to TO, and because I had that extra confidence with my friend behind me, I was like, oh, can we run like a little bracket, please? And then he was like, nah, I think people would rather play friendlies. And I was like, okay, mate, I've come all the way from Hayes in West London down to Croydon, and I'm expecting a melee tournament. I didn't say exactly in those terms, but I think I did say something like, I came as far as Hayes to come and play melee. And he was like, yeah, sure, we'll run a bracket. Ultimately,
When was this?
it was just like, it was like in August 2016.
That is long ago.
You didn't have to say it like that. You have to say it like that.
I'm sure there's many people in chat.
Yeah,
who's
bro,
like,
God, that's a long time.
that is long
I
ago.
mean,
But that was what's it called?
Not much.
It was
How's it
called
going?
Smashing Croydon at Play Nation Games, and Play Nation Games it was a different game shop, but it's the same place where have you seen Prof do his like salty thing when he beat
Yeah.
the thing where he shakes the salt thing. That was an old Play Nation Games he was at. But yeah, ultimately it was just like a 6-man round robin, so that's all we mustered amongst the few melee players that were
The
there.
troops there.
So that was my first ever tournament, 6-man round robin. But,
Yeah, I don't understand what makes us go back though.
I think it's just the romance and the sort of like story and all of
Games
that
fun.
business. The same thing that pulls us in the first place.
I literally came out my first tournament being like that. I've spent so much money. I'm just stressed. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Everyone there was awkward. It stunk.
Yeah.
The game. I don't even know. Like the game was pretty fun, I guess. Like, why the fuck did we go back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
I have
no
no idea.
I
Wait,
don't know.
maybe remembers Play Nation Games as well, actually. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Sharp.
I was about to say I don't relate at all. Like my first tournaments or like my first official events were like at some guy's apartment, and like everyone was older than me, and we were playing melee. But I was hyped. I've been playing melee for a long time.
Monk S.
I felt a little bit like shy and like I definitely didn't feel like I fit in. But then eventually it didn't take long for me at all to like get super hyped for melee after that day. And I was like, I played against a guy who's been like playing for a long time, and he just beat me so badly. And I was like, I want to be that fast someday. Like I was just like, and then I became like the cracked melee kid who just practices every day.
Do you ever do that thing?
Harder than anyone else?
Do you ever do that thing where you're like, okay, this is gonna sound so cringe, but you just look at the person that's playing melee and like beating people, like, oh my god, look at his hands. His hands are going so fast.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it was actually the worst thing. It was actually the worst thing.
Tournament with melee. I miss
that was so funny
because you just go into the ultimate room and
Yeah, me and Josh used to do the game of ultimate hands, where you go and you just look at ultimate players' hands. I felt honestly being the melee ultimate dynamic is so funny because never in my life have I seen a group of melee players look so jockey in comparison to fucking like ultimate players. Like it literally looks like jocks versus nerds, and these are people in fucking Zelda like hi-hats, Zelda hats as well. Like it's such a funny fucking dynamic. King of the
It is.
My first major too was pretty good, just because it was a dream hack, and of course, as I said, I was pretty awkward. I just sat and played by myself a lot. But like, it was also pretty cool because I got to see like the top players, like that I saw from like GR Smash videos and like streams.
Yeah.
I was so starstruck. I was like, it's Amsa. Oh my god, it's Leffen. It's Prof. I was like, I thought it was so cool
Yeah,
at the time because
sounds
I like couldn't like imagine these people like seeing them, but it's so normal in the Smash community.
I
It's so
still,
funny as
I
well.
still think if I go to like America and I see like Meteor King, like I think I might cry if I see Meteor King. I can't lie.
The funniest-
I think I might cry.
I went to my first Kickstart. I saw Prof, and I was like, "Wow, it's Prof," and then I immediately got over it.
No, yeah, no, that's- I was about to say
I'm
that.
not done. It was,
I-
on the Star Trek, as soon as Biss asked Prof if Plane Rice was weird, I got over it.
Wait.
Yeah.
I literally, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm done with being
Prof,
the whole little the mini Starstruck thing. Kind of like fell out of like in like an hour. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I'm done
literally,
now.
like-
I don't think I'll ever be Starstruck of any player now at this point.
Yeah.
Wait, thank
I
you
saw
for
that
getting
there,
those people in
yeah.
chat, right? But yeah.
My first major was Kamp Kone. Good times.
Is that actually damn? Fuck me. I remember
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to my first major.
I, mean,
Holy
I have
shit.
no point of reference, but it seems like a good first major to go to.
No,
I
it
wanted
is a
to-
very good first. It's in fact I'd say it's probably the best first major. 'cause
I'm already
it's-
hooked.
it's-
Like Kamp Kone. I
Yeah.
already won more overnight tournaments. I thought
You're
it was
not gonna
already-
be
The
ready
red ones
for, like,
all
Fate or
they're
Head
all
on.
sick. Like I've been to a few in like EU. I've been to like Schism and Awakening and stuff, and they're all of them are amazing. Like it's hard to like really, if one's better than the other, it's like not by like massive amounts. I enjoy them all so much.
overnight
Yeah.
tournaments are sick.
I have heard people say like air. Okay, actually, I don't want to say anything. I feel like I've said enough stuff that might be
Yeah, no,
interpreted as talking down Kamp Kone, so I'm not going to say anything more. But what I'm going to
It's
say
like
is,
definitely the best.
yeah, air is like something insane, and going between air and fate, like the drop off in experience, it wasn't that great. I mean, obviously, I had something notable
No.
that I experienced at fate, so it sort of boosted it up a few points for me. But I think.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think I think the difference between like Air and Fate is the fact you
Gotta
didn't
go,
have
bro.
like so many European presence there, right? Like having everyone there from like all over the continent and some people coming over from like all over the world, right? It's
Yeah,
just
from
such
America.
an amazing buzz. Like it's
Yeah.
such an amazing
It's the
atmosphere.
biggest one as well. It's like 800 people.
Yeah.
85 or whatever
I
it
don't know
was,
if we'll
like-
ever get up there again, but like for the next Air, when you see people coming from all around Europe to one place, it's such an amazing experience to like
I'm excited.
see them LA. Yeah, and it's so much fun as well. I remember
Mhm.
my first day at Air, so like I think it was reasonably integrated within London community, but I was just playing like Mafia with randos until like 4 a.m. in the morning. Like it was just
It
so
That's
just-
the
it
vibe.
makes-
That's
it
a
it
makes
was
fucking
you
just
vibe that I
it
have.
was so enjoyable, such an enjoyable
Kamp Kone
event.
had something like that. Like we were all around a campfire till like 7 in the morning. Or
You
something.
Yeah.
feel at home. You feel
I
like
heard there was not a lot of Mafia
oh
at Kamp
my
Kone
God.
though.
That was one 30
I feel
person
like this sort of Camp
was
Crazy stuff is
one-
ruining the culture of Mafia
Yeah,
I think,
events.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not going to tolerate that. Mafia is not dead. Mafia is definitely not dead, and we're not going to do. There was one 30-man Mafia game, right?
Yeah, around the
campfire.
campfire.
The campfire at the end. In the last
Yeah,
day.
that 30 person Mafia game took like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mafia.
We're going to do Mafia for real. We're going to do Mafia for real at the next Air of Fate, and people are going to understand what in-person
Mafia's
Mafia is
good
really
for
like.
Mafia people, but there weren't a lot of the Mafia crowd at Kamp
Oh,
Kone,
for
I
real?
feel.
So you're just going to get them hooked on your crazy type then, Max, instead?
I'm just saying.
Oh, you know,
Kamp
I'm
Kone-
just concerned about the people not being socially
Camp-
interacting
Is this
with
worth
each other.
getting this heated about?
Camp Crazy had a unlimited. Everyone had fun in Camp Crazy. There was like some player called like Donnie Danko, I think the tag
Donnie
was.
Darko,
Like,
mate.
yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
He
Donnie
seemed chill,
Danko.
but like he comes
From
into the room.
Southampton.
Yeah, he comes into the room and we're doing like a very niche thing called bonus buy. I'm not gonna go into our gambling habit, but it's like I didn't expect anyone in the venue to know what we were doing, but he like knew exactly what like kind of subgenre of gambling, and he just got straight into it. He's like, "Oh, you guys are fucking degenerate pieces of shit," and he just starts like getting hyped with us, like he starts like popping off for all the wins. Like everyone was so into it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's why I feel like at Kamp Kone, the reason I thought it was sick, everyone had their thing to do. Like I saw everyone
That
doing
always
that thing.
happens. There's stories
Yeah.
from like every section.
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
like
fair,
overnight
fair.
tournaments.
I guess
Like,
that's
what was going on in this room? Oh, there's something different going on in that room.
yeah. There might just be
Yeah, yeah.
overnight tournaments there now
Every
because
night.
it's why it's good. Like I feel like no matter what you're doing or where you're coming from or where you're trying to get done, like there's always something for you at like an overnight tournament. And
Yeah.
that was why it was so good.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah.
almost like running a 3-day event where it's just melee and nothing else but melee. It's fucking boring because eventually
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta
melee.
have some like vibes
Yeah.
to it.
100%. I think the air experience at least is like 50% vibes, and that's
Yeah,
why
it's-
you're there.
I used
Not
to
to
get
get
melee to
too.
try it.
I think we can talk about like the vibes forever because it's such a. It's so nice to talk about it now, especially since it feels like things are coming back very soon. At least for me, feels like things are coming back, and like Kamp Kone was like a good reminder of how things really are when you go to melee tournaments. But just to like conclude things a little bit, get a nice nice ending to the podcast because it's getting a little bit long. I think we went
Yeah, for real.
over 2 hours now, which I didn't expect.
What has it actually
But-
been? Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been like 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck
But
me.
I want some thoughts, some ending thoughts on Kamp Kone from the attendees. So I guess we can start with Tony Bomboni here. Give me some thoughts, like ending thoughts on the tournament itself and like the event. And what do you thought about it?
I thought fucking everyone involved who organized it clearly fucking understood that a lot of the shit is genuinely just like it feels like you're chilling with your bros. And it feels like just a second family. And it is melee is just the icing on the cake, and it's what attracts people, and it's what attracted everyone there. But everyone quickly came to realize that it's really just time to vibe with the bros and fucking chat shit around a campfire until 9 a.m. and I'd never get that anywhere else in my life. So
For
I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10.
Nice. We even got a score. Let's go.
Yeah, we're getting the scores out of
Reviewed.
10s.
That's extra points for that. All right, Chaler, your thoughts? Yeah.
Oh, it was just I don't know how to sum up that kind of tournament. It's just like such a like it's
Yeah,
such like
vlog release date as well, Josh.
a vlog release date. Oh, I don't know. I'm too inconsistent with that kind of thing. I think it's like so hard. I guess the best way to sum up those kind of tournaments is always like there's like a you never want. I never want to miss one because I feel like everyone is like a different kind of experience, and it's like, but they're always so memorable, and they're always like so
Yeah.
emotional to leave, and you're always like sat there in the little part next week being like, man, I miss it. When's the next one?
Mm.
Like, it's always such a sick thing to go to and experience. I never want to miss one. That's the best way to sum up. And if you want to know when the vlog will come out,
Ooh.
I have no
You
idea.
got
I'll
an
put it on
exclusive.
the spot, 'cause I'm so bad at like.
Yeah,
actually
honestly,
editing.
it'll
Yeah,
come when it comes. But hopefully it
It'll come when it
comes.
comes.
But
Hey,
I'm
give us a
pretty busy
try.
this month. I'm gonna try my best to get out within the next 2 weeks at the latest, I think. So
cool.
I've edited day one completely. I'm struggling a lot with like coming up with like music to use. Very hard. So if anyone's got like good like I don't know vlog
Electro swing.
or like electro swing, bro, montage music, just hit me up with it because I struggled. I'm struggling to find some good ones.
Yeah.
I need
If
it
you
for
have
it. Also,
you
for
have
my
good-
YouTube channel to know where it's going to be, I'll put it in the chat. There you go.
Yeah, put the YouTube channel in the chat.
Plug.
Quick
Yeah.
on that one. Had it on
Subscribe,
screen.
subscribe now, so
Subscribe,
you can.
subscribe.
It will turn up
Please,
in your
please,
subscription
please,
box when the
please,
vlog is out.
Please, I'm begging you.
Anyway.
I'm already subscribed, so everyone else has to get it off the list. But yeah, you got a score, Josh.
I got a
Oh my
score.
god.
Yeah.
I don't know really
Yeah,
scores.
Bomboni set the precedent. You have to.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. If those lunches 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
Nice. High scores. Today.
Narrowly
All right.
missing with the lunches.
So-
Yeah, Max,
So
let's hear it.
let's. Yeah. Besides your fraudulent win on Sechi.
Frozen and Sechi and Fuzzy and Tino wins.
Yeah.
Mm.
We don't.
Awful.
Besides those.
Well, it was easily the best weekend I've had since lockdown. Like, with no question. Like, it was really good. Easily the best tournament I've been to as well. I feel like I got like really close to like all my melee friends over lockdown. Like, just talking stuff on Discord. So it was actually really nice to put a face to all of that and like hang out in real life. It was really sick. And obviously I did pretty good as well. It's probably the best melee tournament I've had results-wise too. So yeah, I felt like everything was perfect. And I didn't really care about the lunch. I'll give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. I will.
Sick.
It was a
Damn.
good event.
Damn.
I don't. Yeah,
Let's go.
it was really sick.
Yeah, I think you're always gonna call like your first event like that where you stay over the weekend. You're 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think that's
like,
all
If you
it's going to
got
be.
fucking third at it as
F4
well.
was better than
Yeah.
F4 was better than F3.
Second, by the way, second.
it was such like a jump up from anything like I'd done melee related before.
Anyway,
I'll go back in winter. They're talking about doing it in winter again, or
Oh, for
maybe
real?
next- Yeah,
Is it
start next
actually
year.
is it actually sounding like there
Oh,
might
is
be
it in the
an
feedback?
error
Leaked?
thing?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
feedback. It's in the feedback
SharpEngine
form.
cast exclusive.
okay.
Yeah, on the feedback form, it's like, oh, if would you people be interested in one in the start of next year? And obviously, everyone who's in the feedback form will probably
Yeah, it's just a
So-
bit worrying that you don't want that. Summer's such a good spot, and because there were
Yeah.
problems about attendance
Have air.
for this
They
one.
want air for summer.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't want you would want everyone to turn up, or as
Yeah,
much
well-
people as you would expect to turn up. So,
I feel like we've spread the good word anyway. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
they've
and
been-
ultimately, Beast was around winter as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So it's
they'll
a
figure it out. I feel like
it's
they
a proven major spot. So
Yeah. No, whenever I have the chance, I'm definitely going. Even if I have to go from
Yeah.
Sweden. Like I'm already planning on going to Myth just to like get to something at least. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the next Kamp Kone, if I can, I'm showing up too. So it seems we've been hearing the scores. The judges have made their made their judging. But yeah, exactly. But okay, I think that's about
I think it's time
all
to
the
wrap
time.
it up. Yeah, I suppose. Thanks to
should we shout
Camp,
out
thanks to
some-
Team Air for
Yeah,
running an insane event, a great event that everyone seemed to love. I don't know what people want to say. Do people have shout outs?
Shouts to Lost Souls Esports.
Shout outs to Lost Souls Esports for signing
shout
back.
out.
Recently
story-
making a signing of their career.
Yeah, a story we haven't spoken about yet, but
Hashtag Lost and Found.
Max
Gonna
being
pay
I'm
off.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gary. I never fucking remember his tag, but he was.
yeah, Daisy.
Daisy.
Shout outs to Daisy,
Oh,
South
yeah,
London
oh, yeah.
legend.
Shout out to
Shouts.
Gary.
Daisy for producing free beer all weekend somehow.
Nice.
Good guy.
Yeah, subscribe to. Follow Chaler on Twitch, Chaler TV. Wait, are you Chaler TV everywhere, Josh?
Yeah, I'm shouting to you right now.
Yeah.
It's
Up
easy
and
that
coming
way.
content producer. Sharp also streams a bunch, makes YouTube content
Yeah.
as well.
Twitch.tv/sharpbot9000.
Yeah.
Follow me if you want. I stream tournament runs usually. Follow this channel too, of
I'll be
course.
streaming
This is
too.
only episode 1.
I think we might
UK
go back.
gaming.
Do you want to go back and forth, Sharp, like a Scar and
I'm
Toad show
down.
thing? Scar and Toad show
Yeah,
thing.
we can go to my Twitch stream as well.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Sharp.
We'll
Just give
upload
to
it.
Sharp,
We might
bro.
upload it to YouTube as well, though.
No.
It's a
Trusting me
shambles.
too much, Chaler.
It's a shambles.
But-
It's a shambles. But
I'm
Yeah.
sure did it made source like an overlay as well. Like then
Give
Yeah.
Hassan a follow.
It will
give
come,
me
it
a
will come.
follow.
follow at JMooncake on
Give-
Twitter, by the way. But yeah.
But yeah, we'll be having a lot more spicy episodes. So look forward to that. We'll be covering tournaments, maybe going over the new Melee UK gossip, whatever's going on. So
Maybe talk about some Swedish stuff as well, maybe, eventually.
no, just kidding.
No.
Of course I will. Of course I will.
Or
Of
EU
course
stuff
I will.
more broadly. I think it would be cool to branch out to EU more
Swedish
broadly
beef,
eventually.
Yeah, no,
bro.
if
Swedish
if
beef.
there's any Swedish happenings or events, I'll cover that. I'll stand that'll be my section of the podcast.
Cool.
And I'll give you all the deets that I know.
We can't wait. We can't wait.
Is there anything else, Hassan?
I don't know. Max, Bomboni, Max, have you got anything you want to talk about? Shout out
nuts.
all that.
He said shouts to
Sick.
Gary.
Sick. So yeah, you said shout out to Gary. Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to Gary.
What's that, Max? What's that,
Your
Max?
favorite, your
Shout out
favorite
Josh's
scene,
wife.
Bournemouth.
Yeah. Shouts
My
Bournemouth.
wife.
Shouts Blood.
You can kind of her hands in the frame. You can.
Wait, who
Shouts
should I raid? I suppose that's the only thing I can come up with. The search starts.
You can raid.
I'm gonna decide.
There are
Aye.
not a lot of good channels that you can raid. Can we raid someone that's offline for fun?
Wait, I don't know if that's how that
by
works.
the way,
Sharp.
it's this prime 20 viewer stream.
Yeah, there's probably 20 viewers stream.
I know you're a big
I don't know.
Bournemouth fan.
I don't see anyone I want to raid.
For real? Is that
Oh
literally
my
nothing?
God.
Save
you're
this and raid me
freaking-
tomorrow.
Don't
Yeah.
raid Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna give anyone.
Raid
You're not gonna put anyone on
checkmate.
blast.
Yeah, Raid.
Raid.
Oh no, checkmate.
I'm not gonna put some controversy at the end here.
Yeah.
What's
too much.
happening?
Streaming in Melee.
No
one.
NYC Melee having a. Okay, actually, they're having a charity tournament. Maybe we should raid that.
Yeah, you can raid a charity tournament.
Yeah,
raid
maybe,
the charity
maybe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, is that what IBW streaming?
No, NYC
No,
Melee.
the
Or, I don't
NYC
know.
Melee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
NYC Melee.
Oh yeah,
IBW
NYC
stream-
Melee. Okay, yeah, gotcha,
Oh.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I do that?
So
Alright.
you go in
There's a
to
big raid button in
Oh.
the
dashboard.
the creator
Big raid
dashboard,
button.
yeah.
and then at the stream manager you have raid channel at the right side.
Stream manager. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
And then then right next to edit stream info.
For some reason, it's like grayed out for me.
Bone then. We're not ready anyone then.
Oh
Can I do it in chat? Is there like a slash raid?
Oh, guess Hassan's not supporting Hurricane.
No, wait. It's not. Wait, no. How do I do it? Slash raid NYC Melee.
Oh yeah, you can do that in chat as well.
NYC, is it NYC Melee? And it's in like square brackets. Is that correct?
NYC Melee as one word.
Okay. Wait, does it go in square brackets? The thing. The
I
name,
think so.
because that's what it's doing for me.
No. Just slash raid NYC Melee.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fuck me, man.
Okay, we'll do
You should
that.
make me a mod in the channel.
This is a
I'll
Yeah.
fix this up.
Oh,
Yeah,
mod.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's it then. Okay, bye
We'll fix
everyone.
that for
Bye.
you.
Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
bye.
Bye.
I'm fucking starving, lad. So I'm gonna go grab a bite
You're
to
not
eat.
eating.
Yeah.
I did eat. I'm just more hungry again.
That shout out got me 69 subs. Got me to 69 subs on YouTube. So.
Yo.
Fucking go.
It's
Yeah.
very-
Well, nice to- I'm gonna
Thanks.
go to bed.
Thanks to everyone for participating. I thought it was a great
You know